nô nọ cụ ya cho nên sáng đợi ra cụ một công cho ít lúc công trình là một trong đó áp lúc công hậu thế ít cho chữ liệt chữ tế thì lấy tôi một kia cho kỹ chạy là gì yếu ô li cha yếu tế công lòng thế là yếu rồng nhớ rồi đời yếu tha á thế biết qua một sai chùa sẽ là bộ mua tế nhiều ô nhiều nọ chơi gà là mua thì yếu ô li cha sẽ là yếu dùng gì cho yếu ô li ô tế thế đó giờ đi nó công ra cụ bé một cỡ ok chỉ nên chỉ sao rồi một khả tư nữa cũng ra của bé mà đi một cái ok sẽ trả ít lên nên họ giờ cho ô liu ở đây thế nên họ chỉ bao cho đó là nên của họ giờ tàu cỡ thế chỉ giờ đi nào chỉ sau một khả tư nữa.
It's Sally. I'm the owner of Trader Farms, and it's kind of unofficially I represent most of the our Asian farmers. So whatever we have some need, I always work closely with them to make sure that we get something straight for us. And today is a very special event. And we're going to get to see a lot of new things. And before I move on to say something, invite introduce to our speakers and our presenters. I would like to say something about our situation now. It is very important that we have to work tightly together. As you know, the government has put out a lot of tighter law. And we don't know how soon will affect us, or how long we will be able to continue farming. And one of the things that I have learned in my school years is the fittest survive. That means we have to change, we have to adapt to the new law, the new regulation, the new way of farming. And this is what we are looking for, to improve and to help us move forward. So I welcome everyone here, and hopefully we'll learn something today, so we can adapt it to our way of farming. And as you know, we can hardly find any workers these days. So everyone, everywhere, mostly the big farmers, they go into mechanical things, and we need to think about it too. So let's see how much we can get it from here, and we have to think about how we will implement mechanical thing to help us too. Anh lên từ bao lù mấy cả chỉ trong à? Nú nó giờ nú rong nè, chúng sẽ tại toàn này sẽ được tuân được nó. Cú mà những qua hồ luyện cho xem tam môn đi, thì mỗi lần chỉ là xem với những chi thả cho PT nên có liệu tê cho tay mình, thì dùng đi ở cú chỉ tàu giờ nên cú chỉ tàu sai cú là ổn định chủ sở chế đó, thì mà cú những phân có hồ luyện tại lý giờ chủ sở chế này sẽ được.
Ho credo di fare il
nó inu bây giờ tôi cỡ tôi sai sửa xe bây giờ mua ở đó chỉ có 3 bên luôn nâng đi trả mà nên cụ xã hai mình chỉ cho hai tia tại vì nó bên luôn nâng luôn đi trả bên nhau cho ilu xí hở và nó chỉ để chạy rủ toa bên tin thiệt chỉ tôi ít từ sau khó tin là thế lấy thế nâng qua liệu ô tê cho tê rồi cho nâng mua nhẹ chỉ rồi tê mù trâu tê khổng tê machine tên đó là uo hậu lử là mà còn nói giờ ý giả bây giờ tôi chùa sẽ bỏ giống mà ít giờ cái bao tôi bây cả bây họ chùa giả giờ bây giờ thay thế sự bây giờ tôi thì để từ lâu nó là ba bây uo hậu lử theo bây giờ còn nói giờ ý giả bây giờ chủ tôi xả mà bây giờ chủ tôi chỉ cộng xe ok mấy cái mọi ý lo rồi hả tiệt tu nên và nhớ thế tàu chắp rồi chạy tuần đấy giờ tụi nhớ tàu một tuần đi mà tụi nhớ thế tàu đấy mà giờ tụi vào nữ giờ chủ rong trở đi lúa chạy lúa nhung giờ chỉ rong chạy nhưng nhớ chỉ tàu đi giờ nó mà bây giờ chủ tàu tôi xua để họ lựa nó thế chế bây họ giờ rong vào đi chẳng mà này chạy giờ nhung bây chủ tàu xã bây tụi cùng xeo ok là mù hay cho tiền nào cái vấn đề là nó mà bây cũng mua ở bây tụ nó là giờ cho nên tôi hai lúa tôi bên đó nó bây mua và Johnny Slina tôi tạo và nhà nó conservation tạo NRCS tôi thì bây mua nhân lực hàng vừa thì giờ ít tụ qua hậu lửa sẽ chế được phải cho agent farmer cho nó thế thì bây mua và Bob rồi tôi tạo NRCS tôi bây mua ID Guzman như là giờ qua hậu lửa RCS tạo NRCS tôi thì nếu mua bây mua và xong bỏ hơi xét xem cái thì bây mua và Catherine Trent bây mua Dr. Root tôi tạo UC Extension này có Dr. Root theo thì bây mua Brian Burke và tôi tạo Cook and Baker Tractor tôi thì bây mua và Biron Lafferty nếu tôi nếu giờ ít tôi kia lương còn tròn nó. And today we have many special guests like Johnny Slina from NRCS. We have Bob Roy, Eddie Guzman, Sung Po He, and Sam Wang. These are also from NRCS. And we have Catherine Price, a Prince, who's a biologist, and also from NRCS. We have Dr. Root from UC Extension, and we have Brian Bird from Cook and Baker Proctor, and we have Biron Lafferty from specialist in mechanics thing. And here I'd like to introduce you to Johnny Slina, who represents our field office of NRCS.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Curtis Tarver, our area conservationist, we'd like to thank everybody for coming and showing up and all of the great support you've shown the NRCS over the past few years. We hope we provide you good information today, something that you could take home, improve your natural resources. As always, the NRCS looks forward to outreaching to all of our partners in the county. If you have any friends or people that don't know much about us, please give them our telephone number so that they can contact Sam or Chu or anybody else that they might need to discuss what their resource concerns. Hopefully we could help them address whatever they're looking forward to, and we hope you enjoy all of the information that we provided today. Again, Mr. Lee, thank you very much.
Maybe you can move up front.
Okay, now
Thank you.
And also Bob Roy from Bob Roy is an agronomist from NRCS. So in other words, specialize in growing and kind of marketing, something like that. So how to relate these areas. So please, Bob, right?
Are you going to translate for me?
I'll translate.
Sam do it.
So I know how to joke too.
Okay, good morning, Najong. And so, yes, sir. For farmers, when you have lots of water, you have many problems. But when you have no water, you only have one problem.
Ni vậy thôi này có lẽ là tê nè. Mà giờ ni mua đây tao là chỉ ni mua tao giờ bắt hà.
That's an old
Giờ ni
Chinese
mua đây nè.
problem.
Giờ thì chỉ mua đây là chỉ nên chỉ mua tiếc không bắt hà.
So today we're going to talk about some of those other problems.
Rồi lúc nào phải việc thì phải mua đây thì phải tao thả cho bắt hà nó tao nữa.
So how many farmers do we have here today? Raise your hand.
Cho nên qua tê là cha thành thọ này cho nên tuần.
And how many of you already use cover crop?
Nên bắt đầu mới tới xí cho cover crop cho on cho họ tê còn nên chắc ăn lư mua xí tê để cho tê cho sâu này.
I guess you should talk about what's cover crop. I read a couple things in the internet. I don't think we grow cover crop at all.
Okay.
We'll go to that.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. There are some. I'm going to talk to you about cover crops, which
cover crop.
many of you see from time to time growing inside the rows, or perhaps in a rotation with your vegetable crops.
Dạ cho rồi này bỏ để lấy cho cover crop mà lấy cho tê cá ở vậy lấy cho con để cho chị một con để chị có cho nó. This is the one that you do.
Yeah, and this is from this field right back in here.
Anh nói giờ cho nhá để tí nó đã là cho chỉ đã cho nó ăn chữ này.
And I realize for some of you it may be something new and you've never used this before.
Thế rồi cụ sa để thế rồi này trong tù mà ý nó giờ chia rồi này thế rồi này chỉ tập khai sĩ thôi.
And you know, we have good reasons in some cases to use these cover crops.
Bây giờ bên mua này mua khó rong và bây giờ chúng tôi xí cho này nó cover crop.
So, the gentleman gave a good question there about what is a cover crop. You know, if you have an orchard, for example, with almonds or a vineyard, grapevines, you have a bare space in the middle down the row, or if perhaps you're growing vegetable crops, you may have a period of time in the year where you're not growing any cover crop, where you're not growing any crop.
Yeah, và tức là bỏ này nông nghiệp khăn lụt chặt chẽ, thì cho cover crop đấy. Cover crop là mà này cho và này cho nhớ đi chỉ mà chín đông cho và cá và chỉ mà chín là chỉ này cho tao là giờ để rồi nếu này bây cho và rau na này cho ít chỉ rau chỉ ít chỉ cho đỡ còn xí lòng là một.
In Asia they call it green manuring crop.
Green manuring crop. Okay, good. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Thank you.
Nhớ đâu đã và thế chuyện này là thế chuyện mà lỡ hùa cho và này nó cover crop là mà lỡ hùa của nhu này lỡ hùa của nhu đó còn đừng rong bỏ đi.
So if you think about that, what I just described, there are situations where you might have goals for your soil or for your crop that we can help you achieve those goals by using this thing called cover crops.
Nhớ đâu đi này kéo lại thế nào mà ni mua thế rồi ni mua nó học phía để cụ cho cha đó cụ cho cái rong, to cụ cho công ty rong, thì ni lúc học phía để giờ họ và bây ba đó này để này giờ tôi chỉ cho nó này thì đi phục vụ này alu và này nó học phía và sao công rong và rong đấy.
And just a brief overview, some of these problems might be declining soil organic matter or salinity or excess nitrogen, and we can address those issues in that area where there's between the rows or perhaps when you're fallow by planting seeds from another crop
that will help with these issues, but a crop that you're not necessarily going to harvest.
Cho nên đó thì cái rồi mà lo mình cái này hay dùng gì đó chỉ có ít nhiều món này thay cả để đi tao cái rồi này cho con để cho chỉ nhau như nó chỉ này cho ăn muốn chế rồi đơn chế rồi chỉ này cho con chỉ rong cái dạng nó là thì cho nó giấy cho và này là một pha này cho tôi để cho chọn chữ và chỉ cho con còn là cho chữ ít chỉ cho con lại mà thế mình dùng đây chỉ này cho tôi nếu ba ngủ cho nên là mình nhớ cho con chỉ chúng nó phao ra cái thỏ chỉ mình ở chỉ thì dạng nó chỉ con nói giấy kho thì kết thảy họ bận đời như tiếng mình và dùng mua không chỉ dùng thế.
For example, if your soil is very low in what we call organic matter or carbon,
ý là sao tôi rằng thì nếu cho ai giờ thì nếu quan đến là nếu chỉ muốn cho chuẩn lưỡi nhá đó họ là thế nếu chỉ muốn cho chua và cái món mà có thể carbon giấy cho hỏi giờ đi muốn cho ai là ý cho cho là vỏ lưu trữ chơi nên keep rồi sao vô lo thì sẽ phải nhận chứ cho nên giờ cho nên mà không nhẹ cho đỡ chỉ có ai chỉ muốn cho đỡ.
You may, as one of your goals, want to improve that soil organic matter, and which will help improve the water holding capacity of the soil, the structure of the soil, how it functions, how it holds onto nutrients to make them more available for your crop, and we can achieve that with cover crops.
Cho con mà đi trong đó thì họ đi mua cho tiếng mình rồi để đi cho chị họ đi muốn đi phao đá đó chị mua cho con lư một nhóm tàu đó chị đi cho đây là đi khởi tàu đây đâu để khởi tàu chi thì con này giờ ít lúc họ phe giờ tụi đi cho con này chị giờ lúc họ phe này là một cái khởi đi cho bạn hàng để qua đó đi cho ai dùng tuổi.
You may also have an impervious layer right below the surface, 6 to 12 inches down, where the water can penetrate.
Chỉ kho mà đó rồi này giờ tới này nó ổn này nó lại sầu xin là bây giờ này chỉ bỏ thì to một lý chỉ đó nó mua nó đi chả trên ít kho giờ này cho cái kho là chỉ này giờ ba trâu họ chỉ tránh họ cá họ là đó nên nó trả ra tôi giờ họ tránh nó thế giờ họ nhận này lại mà nó phò đấy giờ đó chỉ cho chỉ tránh thì giờ này cho nó chỉ niệm cái khai họ bận hàng đấy còn này cho đây này cho đó là những cây mua cái sống một tánh.
You may also have salts that are building up in the soil, and you can see those burning the leaves of your crop.
Chỉ ta lên đây là nàyวันđấy mình này cho chín tàu trên này chỉ liệu muốn chế tua rồi bây giờ chế nào mà giờ thuần những tàu trên này cho con rồi nhiều quá tạiวันthơ cầu tôi muốn đi yêu đèn long trên này chỉ đi tua đã cả vì để mua chế cho họ chế ở chỗ từ chả con còn chỉ tàu phần trên mà chả con lên lư trên này tua.
So I'm seeing some heads nodding as we've noticed as we've talked about some of those. I see some of you have those issues.
Cú bỏ thì này cú hay cho cái này thì tôi cho ta hôm nay cho mày qua thì này sao thì đây rồi trên này bỏ cái mình nhớ tao đi đây.
So I can't give you all the answers here today, but I want to encourage all of you that if you are experiencing these issues, to work with your local NRCS office and conservation planner to address these issues.
Yeah, cô chỉ bảo thì người ta chỉ khó bảo cô xa là mua khăn đi nặng rồi đi, bây giờ kia rồi đi, rồi mua khăn đi nặng rồi đi thì là giờ thì đi mua cho tên mình nó là cả sau khi đi tôi chi phí không cần NRCS, đi mua cho tôi thì đi được là phong sao cho nó được công tác.
For example, many times all the nitrogen that we put on to our crop, some of it bypasses the crop and leaches down below the root zone into our groundwater.
Lần đầu rồi bây giờ con phải trò chỉ mà chỉ chọn tàu nữa, ít chọn tàu để cho chỉ ở bên tròn này là bên xa để cho con xí là đó chỉ mà cái kia một to cha để cho chặt con đồ bảo hộ để con xí tàu.
For example, the University of California at Davis published a report a couple years back that showed each year about 1.8 million tons of nitrogen enter California, and 16% of the state's net nitrogen imports each year accumulate in groundwater, and 11% of nitrogen from cropland and livestock is lost as air pollution, not intentionally, but really accidentally.
Yeah, you call the nhớ đó Mahavithanyalai anh nó check gần đấy ở UC Davis nữa, lấy tàu travel lấy bỏ thì nhớ đó chút cho ý trong từ năm mà bé mua đi anh nó ý chút gì lan tôn năm ý tôn là áp phá phẳng này thì ý chút gì lan tôn cho chi ởตัวsẽได้เจอตัวเราแคลิฟอร์เนียนะthế giờ lấy đó bé chi bỏ đi đó giờ này làว่านี่แต่ว่า9% 的叫 nitrogen 的，我被洗的呢，这你帮我找到差的叫方洗呢，你帮我找好就没办法，到牙是里我找好做皮咯，这样呢，我找接触多咯，这样东西呢，就可能有一靠我了吃分饱那个。
And unfortunately, an unintended consequence of that is that many nitrate levels in many wells in California exceed established health standards. And you know, we don't want to blame farmers for that, but we want to think about it proactively. And
但是可能你只要一靠的，说的超级多呢，为的说的要不要做去个，被路这路绕路对路讲那么好。就说的ว่า但是มาวีเดียนี่มัวขาดไม่ได้จะยันได้รถที่เราจุดต้นเทียจะเกี่ยวกับมัวชัวร์แต่ไปยาวริจาเพื่อป้องกันก่อนเต็มที่เนี่ยเสียมัวแต่ยาวริจานี่ที่เราจีเสียมัวกันตอนนี้ว่าเราว่าเตะเราว่าต้องเรียนเตะไปมัวของมันลงนอกเนี่ยจิตาลินได้แล้วก็สมมติเก็บปวดจั่วโดนหรือยาลู่อินจีนไปเตะเรียนเตะเราอย่าลู่เตะลู่เฉยไปลู่เฉยลู่หยอ
So by working with one of your local NRCS conservation planners, we can help you with that by working at nutrient management, applying the right amount of fertilizer, and then we can also use cover crops to preserve some of that nitrogen and keep it in the system, keep it in the plants, and keep it in your soil.
อย่าเดี๋ยวนี้จอเชียต่อเราไปห้องกัด USD NRCS ละเป็นมาเป็นอย่าป้าต่อเราเนี่ยขออีอย่าขอเดี๋ยวเทียกันในป้อเดี๋ยวนี้จะกล้องเลยอยากกล้องเลยจีซีทีบริจาคเดี๋ยวนี้จะจอลินได้ซื้อไอ้จอเราชาเขาอันหนึ่งพอเจมันมาทั้งแม่ขอตัวอย่าขอเดี๋ยวจอเข้าไปครอบเนาะไอ้ก็จอนั่นหนึ่งมูกูที่เดี๋ยวถอดที่จะกล้องชิ้นยี่ห้อละหนึ่งกูแต่มูละจอเราสอจะกล้องเจนี่จะก้าวใหญ่จงเลยจะก็นอละก็มุดจุ่มมุดเราเต้เราจุ่มปัญหาเลยอย่าเอาขนาดอย่าเอาคาเฟ่มาเป็นป้าตัวนั้น
So every situation is different, but you might want to consider that, you know, if you have a vegetable crop or something out there and you've applied nitrogen throughout the season and now you have a fallow period, especially if it's in the wintertime, that planting a cover crop can take up some of that nitrogen that remains in the soil, put it into your crop, be it grasses or barley or something like that, and then as that grows, it'll preserve that nitrogen in your soils, and then you can put that back into the soil.
Yeah, the card they are that's good separate. The card I get card the ni one in day, ni one down, ni one lam the ni more and down ya. The man that they get there ni jaw. If look up here, the jaw no. Get some ni jaw kong no, jaw kong cover kong there na je. Ni one in a more from Lamu, get high, you take one hand down ya, logic and ni chang walk kong strong Lamu. Put you to lay at the cup to the bed, your car. จะก้าวชี้ตรงเขาเราอยากที่อยากตรงนี้เลยจะมันได้ยังเขาป้าต่อตรงนี้
And then, you know, there's another situation. What Dr. Josan was talking about, what you call a green manure, where you know, that first situation where we want to scavenge or take up that nitrogen, we would use a cover crop like a grass or a barley or a grain of some kind, but to make a green manure, we can actually plant a cover crop, a legume that will produce nitrogen for your crop. Different situation.
นี่chỉ mua cho chỉ đầu nhau họ à lại nên sao cả nên cho à nên mua cho chỉ thầm sát nên sẽ rồi cho chỉ ở đây trò đâu đó là chỉ là mới cho con mà nên cho có vậy thì trong đi nhỏ thì cho nó là mà cho nếu qua cho còn nếu mua cho nó chuẩn lư tàu thiên nên cụ thì nhập thì có chơi thế thì cho chạm một to thì nên cho à nên là khăn sánh giờ cho qua này nó lấy kêu mà lên cho nó mấy giờ đi tàu báo tàu mò cho hồi giả tàu nó là mấy chỉ nên cho nó trâu này chỉ cho nó là về cho à và chỉ mua chỉ lấy nên chỉ sát cho chỉ vì thế nhà sản để ra bây giờ chỉ nên cho tới chỉ cho tới lư một chỉ cho nên chỉ nên cho con sĩ tàu
And
nó là nên phát triển
yes.
UN 32 là cái cơ nó cho một chân kilo na
cho chị
cho rau sa
rau chị
rau ở choy thế bạc na
what keep all your question for after but because since I asked that question already the question is I have a yao choy.
What?
Yao choy, which is a leafy vegetable.
Yeah.
It's more like
baby green.
Yeah, bok choy was another that you probably know bok choy. So what's application? What? How much nitrogen that would be need for that particular?
Yeah,
what's the rate?
Yeah, I don't know. We would have to look up. I don't know that right off the top of my head, but we can look that up.
One thing that we know that for bok choy, like yao choy, so the nitrogen need for that between 80 and 120 pounds per acre. Cho nên mày coi mà thì cho con bok yao choy lấy cái hành đó là chỉ niต้องการ nitrogen ยี่เจ้า100 pound ย้อนแต่ก็จะthì chỉ mình là tiền nếu mua yếu này nó chỉ ít bộ nên có phao trong lò chó này, tôi chỉ nên đau thông này bây giờ. So it's a little complicated, but we can help you later.
Yeah, every situation is different, and I think we're running out of time. But I also wanted to just touch on salinity and using cover crops for salinity. Just really the best way to manage salinity, and really the only way if you have too much salinity, is through water. And the water has to take the salinity down through the soil, and cover crops can open up that soil and allow the water to infiltrate and carry those salts down below the root system.
to một trâu đốt tí họ một trâu đê màทั้งmảnh đấy chỉ là đê thế họ chỉ thọ có cho đê đấy chỉ đê là điều họ trâu này là chơi chân chế là một to rồi chỉ một trâu biết cho đê đốt tí họ màทั้งmảnhแต่chỉ vì thì cho cái crop là chỉ có làm một cái khai khá bản hàng đấy tao rồi họ tiền chế là mà phần tao nếu mua thì nhớ sổ lý ít chỉ sổ bóng á làm tao sữa có những cho đê tao những chế những khởi tôi sổ bóng á chỉ có cho con mà liệp nhỏ cái hồ có crop đó chỉ là nhỏ đấy chỉ nếu mà phải mừng cổ cho tới chỉ đặt hàng một số cái trẻ con chỉ nên long hoặc là trong cái cái mà đặt hàng hậu đó họ chỉ nên qua đó chuẩn lư chỉ ở các thằng Hàn xanhตัว.
Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for farming, because I love Asian food. And please come see your local soil conservationist to help you with your special situation.
giờ thì nên mua đấy chỉ là tuần chi về cho cái lông cảnh nhau fresh nó cái gì mua tuần chi về mà phát nên cho phát tổng trả.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. They look like you. They are the farmer. They are the two farmers that they want me to change. They want to find something to buy. I've been farming for so many years, and this is a piece of land that I cannot go problem, like Rob just said earlier. Problem after problem, because you don't have to use water, then you don't have to have a problem. But because you use water, you have an issue. So, they'd be willing to make that change, and then we help them. So we plant the cover crop over there. This year we're going to plant, and later on you're going to see Brian and the cooking bagger tractor, they're going to show you. She's going to plant on the other side. So khi nào vậy họ kia đâu nè thì đợi dùng ngồi lý phê thì à,แต่สิ่งก็สั่นร้องก็จะเกี่ยวเราเต้เดี๋ยวป้องเนี่ยป้องเจี๊ยตาลีใช่ไหมอย่างนั้นแต่ชีลุจุยว่าก็จะป้องเนี่ยป้องเจี๊ยนั่นเราโมนี่จะว่าเราอยู่ตรงอาจงนี่จะว่าเขารู้เปล่าหรือจุลีมันยงก็ตัวมันมีการมีน้องจะยาละยอดยงก็เลย is beautiful right it's beautiful you have all kind of insects bees, those kind of things, and which is later cat gonna talk about that too. So this is thing is very good. So start encourage rock hay cho vậy họ chuyển chính hay nhất đó. Bé vật tê thì nó bé sạc cả bé vật to thì bé to sầu nó chú ý chứ. Ở nhà bé chỉ sầu thì cái thế thì quan nói vậy họ reduce a lot of weed issue, especially cái con này nó. Đó thằng lúc chỉ lý cái những chỗ xe này những chỗ ít chỉ tàu này chỉ tàu bay không chỉ tàu nông tàu đấy, so cái chỉ tàu đây là chỉ muốn đó tàu bị chờ là, so that's enough. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
That is the life force for the soil health. So take care that you maintain organic matter in your soil more than 1.5%. So then you will need less of fertilizer, less of pesticides, and low cost of cultivation. Only
Thank you. Yeah, you to soil retired soil scientist. You can't mà học viết lại cho bé cho xong nữa mà viết thay, and you học cho thế này, and you học này này thì cover crop việc có một lần đấy chỉ có những con tàu thôi. Thank you, Dr.
It's a very good idea to use cover crops instead of the fertilizer. But for us, the small farm, we farm only 10 or 5 acres. When we put a cover crop right there, what kind of income we can generate from it?
That's a good question. I think Rob mentioned, I forgot to translate that, but Rob mentioned earlier. As English, that I'll do more. To answer your question, especially for small farm, you have small land, you want to maximize.
What was the question again? Say
the question is that a small farm, like 5 acres, and they want to maximize the land so they can bring income, benefit the income. But because so if we plant cover crop, then you don't have income.
Right.
But the question I ask you is that what you do in the winter? You grow any crop in the winter?
winter vegetable he might be growing.
So how question mà giờ đi nói nè.
Because we want to come.
Này cho con ta chỉ thầu lúc tôi cho nè lúc có ít có lì thế ít lì là này bỏ cho tôi giờ con chị majority là phần đầu là này chỉ cho right so cho và pe cỡ thế và tiêu nhiên riêng cái cho nó we plant in December 2nd lúc có all they do but all because last year not much rain so we plant very late. That's why we terminate a little later. So, thầu lúc có thì vẫn thi ó, tới chỉ lúc chili vẫn thi ó. Yeah, chili, right? It's 5 months from December 2nd to May 2nd. 5 months. Tới chỉ mang viện cái cho đó cho xí đó. Họ giờ này cho đó do tại chỉ thầu lúc bê lì cho nên terminate thầu lúc bê lì thì. Because you're not going to get any income between December and then March. It doesn't matter what crop you do unless you're under the high tunnel. Yeah. But for answer that question, yeah. Okay. I think I think it's very important. We can ask that question later when we come to high tunnel. We're gonna walk in there, then we can answer that question. So now because we're really behind our schedule, but go to the next one.
And we are very pleased to have Heidi Guzman from NRCS. She also agronomist. So she's probably specialized in soil. So So she's going to talk more about soil for us. The number no pay more ID Guzman total NRCS ตัวที่หนึ่ง要一组那个包装叫 R 呢，你们有他做些叫 R 呢，要我理背要我理解的叫 R。Please welcome.
You want me to translate?
You're familiar with this terminology.
Okay, to know ya itu ni na ni tata ke ni amu ke doctorate lah ya the PhD tu ni na ni tat ya itu dah kian tata ke na. Tapi kalau aku pada itu na ni ya itu ni ke support lah muda. Họ ni fit ba bây giờ cái mong bây giờ này gì à và thấy lý big one là cái cái sao cái này khơi ba bây giờ mong cũng khơi và project đó này cũng sao cái này tôi thả để thì nó tao nó bao thì bây giờ tới mà cái gì họ này ba tôi bây giờ đấy. Right, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm actually not from NRCS. Did you explain that?
Yes, yeah. I did. NRCS. I'm really sorry because
Not yet.
I feel very embarrassed myself because I print out all the bio that I have, right? And I put it in the wrong folder, and I'm arriving this morning. I missed that, and it's still sitting on my desk at the office. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
No, it's fine.
yeah, just if you can, you can introduce a little bit. And then,
So hi everybody. I'm a graduate student, I'm a PhD student at UC Berkeley. So it's by San Francisco, a few hours from here.
yeah, itu nak hian ada tahu muka to PhD ya to UC Berkeley.
And you've probably seen me digging on your farm, some of you.
Yeah. Ni tahu waktu orang ni pun dia ni tu kau di Jakarta ni saya cakap yang boleh tu ke ya tu.
Yeah. And what I'm looking at is what's living inside your soil.
Kau di satu ada ya kau dia orang Cina hau ni tong hau ni.
Because there's actually a lot of things living inside your soil. Does anybody know what's living inside your soil?
Nhớ đâu ni để anh mà nếu mà nó to ya nhớ đâu hau ni nè nếu bao thì mà đã Cina đâu hau. You want to pass this up? Yeah.
So nice. So what do you think's living inside your soil?
Let's nip a power there. Actually, you know,
I know one thing.
Worms? Worms? Insects. Okay. So I'm going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about how the soil is alive and full of different living organisms that are really small to really big. So small you can't even see it with your own eyes.
Yeah, ni mà lúc nào nó có là theo thả cho theo nhớ đâu nếu mà nó to ya, và dùng cái này một xe nhau nè, mà nó to cái này ya lo lên đi bỏ cho nó được một cái nhận mình lúc họ mà đơn chơi còn.
And they're also, what do you need to live as a person?
Ý là lý do, ý tuần này là, và chạyอยู่ที่chỉตัวlàอยู่ที่một xe tàu.
What do you?
Air?
Water. Air, water?
Yeah. Cái mà đã cái chủ một chùa thế một day. Chùa chỉ thế.
Food?
Beer.
Beer?
That is one.
So all these things living inside your soil need the same things. They need water, they need air, some don't need air, and they also need food, and they're eating each other and they're eating soil. And this is what we call the soil food web, which is right here.
So nhớ đồ hậu nè, nhớ đồ ai dùng cái này phải tin rằng là cái chỗ nào rau nào món nào xua vậy đó cái lối chế mà có thể đi chỉตัวcó thể đi nó cái nhớ rằng hậu thìอย่างก็nếu mà xua vậy nhớ đồเลยsoil food web mà nhớ mà nếu mà xua vậy nhớ đồ mà có tổng này thế vậy tổng một xe tao,你这边呢tổng một xe một cái呢，我这我爸的是吧，tổng呢một xe này mà không phải cho vậy đó chỉ là như dùng đấy nè. So let's go pass around.
So, yeah, so I'm going to be passing this around so you can take a look. I'm going to start with some of the smallest critters and organisms that live, which are soil bacteria.
Bacteria nó mà cũng chia cũng là lục mong cũng mà cho đâu nó chỉ cá mó nữa là thôi nên nó thì cá mó nó chỉ miền thì nhau tao nên nói thì cá nó mà giờ cho lo lý công nhúng nhà nó tao nên nói thì cá mò nó chỉ giờ cho qua min và cho bacteria thì giờ cho mình và cái lo không muốn chết bỏ.
And so, also in this context, what Rob was talking about, the cover crop, one of the things that the cover crop does is that they promote the existence of all these different critters on their roots and inside, and all these different critters help with getting nitrogen into the plants, with water holding capacity, and I'll talk about those things.
Yeah, but I want to know. Nếu nó drop thả, sao chân cho chuẩn lửa này, cái chọi này lửa đó này. Chỉ cho nó cá nó nhớ đó mà mình thích lừa tàu á, mình thích muốn nhớ đó. Chỉ tổng nên cho cá nó cho mình nhớ mỗi lần đó cho nó lừa là một lần thì lên cho một lóng một chỉ thì là một đặc cá cho nên cho con cho trả đặc cá xí đồ.
So bacteria, they help also with having soil stick together because they release biological glues, and they help those soil stick together, which can then help retain more water.
Rồiเขาเนี่ยให้นะวันนึงอังกฤษเนี่ยให้ยุ่งอีกแต่สิ่งว่าที่ไปกันเนี่ยตาตัวอยามั่วเชื่อนะมันเนี่ยจู่มั่วของกาเวทีนอเวียนอตายจะจุดเต๋อนะเวียที่อย่างมันนอตายจะจุดจอเต๋อนะเวียจะมีการอะไรที่อย่างก็จะไม่เลยแต่สิ่งมันนอจะเนี่ยจอเต๋อจะเนี่ยเขาจอเต๋อแล้วเนี่ยยังอีจอวันนี้ตรงนี้เปล่าไอ้เนี่ยรอจะจีอามั่วจะจีอาก็เราชี้รอว่าแกนี่ก็เป็นเช่นว่าท้องหาได้เต๋อ
One of the really cool bacteria is rhizobia, and maybe you've seen them on your bean plants. They grow on bean plants, and they're little. They look like little balls attached to your bean plants.
Ý là chính hình nhớ cho rhizobia nó mà cái món chỉ mua lo lô để cho cô nên là để cá món này cho nó nên nó tận tàu gì to thế. Okay.
And so
cho rhizobia nó mà này cho vào này nóนี่จอเต่านะจอหัวเต่าโป๊เต่าลาชอ whatever นี่มันรู้นี่ชอจอมลงจอจ่าเราละมันนี่ปอเดี๋ยวจอจ่ามาว่ามีปอขึ้นเลยเดี๋ยวมันนี่ซอเดี๋ยวโอ้จะจอเต่ามาเป็นยังจอเต่าเราจอวันนี้จงวันนี้มั่วจอหน่อยยอดเราจะจอเต่าลองวัดชีตรงนี้
And what they do is they get nitrogen from the air and fix it so that the plants can use it. So instead of putting fertilizer, they actually look for the nitrogen and take it up with the plant.
Yeah, cho nên là mà ni trong này nó nè, cho sổ hỗ trợ nó mà cho nitrogen, giá sổ cho nó mà cho khí này, giá sổ cho nó mà đào tạo ra là bé opa này chỉ cái những hồ bé lúc chế này phụ cho khí là ta đó chứ mà ni chỉ cho tua tao nhiều này. Chỉ cho rhizobia nó mà ni cho tàu đấy mà thổi lên cổ sổ hỗ trợ là một gì một cho họ xa cho họ chỉ nếu mà lòng cho lòng họ cho khí hoặc nhớ cho họ chơi vàก็จะก้องหูเตาเนี่ยจะจะนอนก็เทลีจอจะนอนก็จะจอชีวิตทั้งสาโจเลยนะรองมั่วชิ้นเอาละ
The next one, soil fungi. So there's bad ones like verticillium, but there's also really good ones that help the soil also take up more nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus and stick the soil together because they have kind of like arms, really long arms that go through the soil and go into the cracks and pores of the soil.
Cho nó mà cho phăng này nó mà ni phê nè, đó chỉ mới cho rong thế nè, bây giờ phê trên này phê xuống là mua đây tụi rong rồi này thu có là mua, chỉ cho người nó phăng người nó mà ni mua tháo họ, cho phăng người nó mà ni lúc chế những giả mà ni đến đây ni cái cho na đó xin ni mấy cái lúc không mua chỉ bỏ cái chủ xe chỉ công cho nó tha tiếp bỏ, chỉ cho nó mà ni cái trời cho ni chỉ lo cái chuyện ni mua không này về chuyện cái trời cho đây chuyện ni thế này vào đó cho rong nè, cho rong nó chuyện ni vào đây chuyện ni cho thì cho ni hóa tờ đây chuyện ni lo vào đó cái cho chuyện vào đó cái cho ni rong mua chỉ mua nói.
And here's a very specific fungi called arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi. It's a big word, but what these do, these are under the microscope, so these are colored roots, so these are all roots, and you can see the blue in here, and those are the different strands that are helping the plant get more nutrients.
chỉ cho nó mà ít cho và này nó mi phần đầu này phải hoa thì AM F nó đầu sữa từ acronym
AMF, yeah.
nên lúc bây giờ đấy cho nó mà ít cho và mình mấy cái chuẩn mấy cha cho super size đó cái cho nó mà smoothie đó chỉ cho nó mà có trái lúc con cho nó ta có thể bỏ đó chỉ cho nó giờ cho và nhìn nhỏ đâu nữa có lúc có cho chả không để chỉ nhìn cho chả nó thêm một giò nữa thì một giò thì thêm củ tao chỉ tao nó giờ cái chúng cho nó về cái chả mấy chúng mình củ tao để tao chỉ.
The next ones are protozoa. They're really small but bigger than bacteria, and they actually like eating other things. So they like eating stuff, which actually helps then release nutrients into the soil.
Cho nó mà cho vào này nó protozoa nó mà giờ cho rong cho nó mà lo đó từ bacteria. Đó chỉ mình chỉ sẽ lúc con cho nó thắt bỏ. Cho nó mà nhiệt nóเลยya nhiệt nó nó cho nó cho quá tới chứ mua chỉ đóอยู่cho con sĩ.
Okay. Nematodes. Who knows nematodes?
Này bảo bao nematode. Chát đâu. Lồng mông mà phải hồ chát đâu nè.
So not all of them are bad.
Đó thì cho nên có lẽ tên mà lên nó nematode nó sẽ chỉ lên số thấp lại lên. Đó nematode mà nếu mà cho rong cho phê thế à? Ý ảnh năng tụi phê tụi rong mà. Chỉ cho nên thôi phần đau như là phê đau thế này chỉ nên là để nói rút cho nematode nè. Cho nematode mà cái miệng chát đến đó cho nên mà có chủ sở cũng cho nó thật bỏ thế rong đi cho nang thôi mà tới mà mình cho nó mà lúa ở đây mong hay non trắng cồn trà thế gì giờ mua cho nó nhau cái con chỉ nhung củ thế nhiều qua chỉ ở nhau cái con này giờ cái con chở mình rồi chỉ to đấy mà mình lo chỉ tàu đi.
And we can suppress nematodes with some cover crop.
Yeah, Robert, yeah. Thọ có một cái mình cho nên chát đấy là gì, có cho cover crop còn nè pí mua giả còn nè hỗ trợ nó, chỉ cho đấy nè qua trâu có cho chát để chờ tôi chỉ nó có chỉ một cái mình kia.
So the good ones actually can eat the bad fungi and the bad bacteria in the soil.
Cho phê nó chỉ cho nó không là chỉ pin cái số á, cho rong nó chỉ nhiều này nó cho nhà cá bacteria phê, bắt nhát phê đó chỉ một tấm mà nó bây giờ không mà chỉ mua cho phê cho rong chỉ giờ thôi nên mua nó chỉ nên chủ thôi cho một quạt, giờ cho rong chỉ dùng 6 ตัวnày, cho phê nó chỉ dùng 1 ตัวnày.
And then who said insects and bugs living in their soil? So we have tons of bugs like ants and then mites and then these pill bugs, they're like the roly-polies, sort of. Not the same thing. And then the springtails in your soil.
Chỉ cho cá của nó lòi cái lúc không mua đâu nên chỉ bỏ ra bây giờ. Chỉ nhớ đi cho vào này nó trầu bây giờ trầu. Cho nên nhớ cá và mong là thì cá chỉ cá và cái I'm sorry, thank you. Các cái lo làm một trò ấy cho nhỏ rong đi và chấm may là mà cũng có thể phải làm không phải hữu ích. Rồi cắt trừ thì làm một trò cho nhỏ cá rồi cắt để cái đó chỉ mình đất đỡ nữa mà nước chảy mò này.
Yeah, and they also eat other stuff and release nutrients for your plants.
Cho nó lười giả nhớ để tên cho chuẩn lừa là đó là nó giả đó chỉ nhiều nó chế đó chỉ cho có tới cho có này mà nhẹ cho cô đồ này sao nếu có chi yếu nào cho nhiều này.
And then worms.
Thế chuẩn na.
So worms are also really important because they go through the soil and aerate it, so they give more air to the soil, but they also eat stuff and then they poop, and that poop has a lot of nitrogen for your plants.
Cho na là mấy cho rong hay nè, nên để tết thì này bỏ cho na chỉ nên chủ rong xe rồi này được khen á. Cho na là mà do vậy cho rong vậy thì nếu mua mà họ ăn mà nếu chủ chỉ mua chỉ mua lúc họ không trở nên là bây giờ chỉ thế chỉ mà nếu nó cho ăn đó mà nếu mua lười giả nhá họ chỉ nếu nó chỉ nếu cho quá tới chỉ cho na cho quá chỉ chỉ người cầu xưa chỉ giờ này để tết giờ mua nếu mà chỉ nếu mà cho na chỉ nếu kia thìนี่จะตัวเลยนี่รองนะเขาจะจุ่มจนน่าจะก้าแต่จะต้องเกิดนี่ก็อยู่โป้อยู่กันได้
So now we're gonna do an activity.
โอเคแต่ฉะนั้นผมว่าเขาว่า activity เราจะเขาเนี่ยเขาหลุดคนนี้อ้อนะ
So get you moving.
Okay, còn này ha tao sợ là tao tí chế thế nào.
So I'm going to talk about the area around the root, which this is a root picture and it has little hairs. But also there's different fungi that are wrapped around the root.
Yeah, well, you know how it's on the power, you know, cháu này nó qua nhà cháu cha còn nhìn nhớ họ nếp bỏ thì tụi cha nó vậy có thể nếp bỏ tụi cha nó cho nên mà cho mình cha mẹ ở trong nếp lo họ nó đau rồi nè.
So I need 2 volunteers.
Thì sao tao tụi sắp nói là phải nói xem nè. Okay, Dr. Joseph.
And then
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to be fungi, and then you're going to be root hair. You're going to come up here. And
tôi nóiว่าตัวพญาฟังไงนะตัวnóiว่าตัวจำเนี่ยปล้อไม่มีอ่อนร้อนแต่ตัวจ้าก้องนะจำเนี่ยปล้อนะ
And then Catherine's going to be our roots. This is going to be our roots, the big roots.
Catherine อย่าตัวเนี่ยนะตัวจ้าก้องล้อๆนะ
And then I'm going to give different people peas and ants, which is phosphorus and nitrogen. So you're going to be phosphorus and nitrogen in the soil.
Okay, to pea นั่นจะชี้หัว phosphorus นะไอ้ตัว ant จะชี้ nitrogen ตัวก้องมาก้องมาเป๊ะอย่าชี้จะจริงๆก้องชี้ใช่ไหมโดนจ่อเย่นี่จ่อปัจเจใช่ไหมอย่า nitrogen อย่าตัว ant อย่าตัว pea อย่า phosphorus นั่นคือ potassium นั่นมันจะเจอแล้วจะมีที่จะ
So onto the root and go as far as you think the root hairs go.
ก่อนเนี่ยก็เนี่ยขอยที่ขี้เนี่ยนะตัวจอดรวนเดอที่รู้เดอนะว่าเนี่ยมันจอดเดินได้บริจาคจะมีจ้าว่ามีจ้าว่าโรงเรียนปลาโหนะ
That's how.
Okay.
That's how far you want the root hairs to go? That's how far you think they go?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Douglas is going to be fungi. So I want you to clip it under and then go as far as you think the fungi go. So these fungi go inside the roots.
Okay. Then cháu và mía cá và phân nghệ của ta nên nhớ rồi tụi cha nó
just walk, yeah.
As far as you think the fungi go.
Dr. Fred's there.
Probably all the way to Sequoia.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to cut it where it actually goes in proportion to each other. So so come back here, Dr. Arhan. Here you go. So do you want to hold that piece, Dr. Arhan?
Demonstrate.
And now I want is it Douglas and Arhan to grab the phosphorus and nitrogen. But you can't let go of the string. Yeah, grab the nitrogen and phosphorus.
Anyone?
Yeah, go for it.
You cannot. I cannot.
There's Rob. Maybe you can grab Rob's.
No cheating.
Doctor, maybe you can grab.
Any more? No more?
Reach. No. Cheating a little bit.
You want to grab
that one too?
Dr. Joseph.
I'll get it for you, doctor. There we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So what did we notice?
นี่ปอดเรียกเขาว่านี่เตาขี้นี่จ้ะ Okay, then there's a bacteria or
The fungi.
yeah, the fungi.
Yeah. So the fungi, the hyphae, the arms are 30 times longer than the root hair. So this was even shorter than it was. So they can go further into the soil and grab more nitrogen and phosphorus for your plants.
เขาเนี่ยว่านั่นตรงนี้เทียบกับในป้อเดียจะฟังกันนะมานี่ว่านี่ใช่นี่เต้นะพี่อ่ะนี่เจนี่จะคิดถึงอย่างเด้หรอนี่มึงพูดตลอดนี่เจ้าเราต้องแต่น่าเจนี่ถึงจะรู้สึกได้ใช่ไหมนี่ชี้到了นั่นนะพี่อ่ะทีนี้ชิมว่าจะน่าเจโอลิจ่า也主要的养的路那时候你天气来啊，别，那样的早点很闹呢，还要养得差些，要在风的不好，得就没办法，都得这种。
And so I'm just gonna wrap up, but here's a photo of an experiment where you see with the fungi and without, and the fungi increases the surface area of your roots.
要เขาน้อยเขาว่าชาต่อน้อยชาว่านี่มั่วจะฟังไงชาต่อน้อยชาจีมั่วนั่นน่ะเดี๋ยวเดี๋ยวเธอนี่ช่วยขยันส่วนน้อสมบัตินะชามั่วนั่นมาเขาบอกอาส่วนตัวนี่มีเนี่ยมั่วชี้มั่วอู้มั่วน้ำมันร้อนเลยชาจีมั่วนะเจ้าชอบเงี้ยนะเว้ยเงี้ยเจนี่ชี้มั่วชี้มั่วอู้มั่วนะ
And I'm just gonna pass this around again. It shows more pictures of this AMF. Our vascular.
ได้เอาปัตตาเพื่อNMF อ่อนเนี่ยเราจะก้าวว่าไม่อ่อนมั่วสีเนาะดอก
And then so the ways to increase the presence of these beneficial fungi is to have a healthy soil. And then
เจ้าก็ยาวว่าก็มั่วจ่อว่านี่ถาตาแล้วนะมาก็ต้องอาจุยองซื้อนะต้องอาจุยองเจ้าก็ต้องอาเราหลุมมองที่เขาตีนะหลุมมองจะใส่ได้จ้ะ
And ways to increase the health of your soil is to not leave your ground is to not leave your ground bare or fallow, and maybe using cover crops.
เจ้าเขาเนี่ยนี่อย่านี่จะอาจจะเฉลี่ยปัตตาว่าก็ให้นะเจ้ายอดจองว่าเจ้าสักเจ้าอยู่ตรงอาขอchỉ mua ăn chỉ nhau đó họ thì chán đủ riêng đi đủ lắm nên là mình chỉ trong cái chủ cho công này nó cover crop đó sau bữa cái tổng ăn thì chỉ ăn một món dài chả thế rồi ăn lia rồi
and then growing crops all year and a lot of different ones, which you all do. You grow lots of different types of crops.
Chỉ có được hay nên mà nên mày không mà thì giờ thì nên chỉ sai cho cover crop đi là tại vì cho con mà dù cho rồi thằng ăn thế nào có sai giả thì cũng cho chỉ nó nếu rong rồi chỉ tận đây trong chỉ tận đây là bây giờ chỉ nên ô thực hiện tại trong đi đợi thì cho con là ý rằng ý giả trong đó ý giả thì rong có ý giả đi cho cover crop chứ tại vì nên chủ sai thì cũng cho rau nó cũng cho tàu tại cho rau cho peanut là chỉ ni rong hay nè
and then
tàu tức là cũng chỉ rong thế.
Yeah, increasing the diversity of plants above increases the diversity of all the critters living inside your soil.
Sòng bông ăn này chủ trần đâu giả con, chỉ nhau họ họ chỉ nên thêm một đâu giả ca nhau họ nữa nè. Họ giờ này cho đi thì sẽ chỉ bây giờ này thì nên năng đại tán nó sẽ chỉ nó actually nên actually happen what happened right? So你用力的。
And then lastly, not sometimes important but not important is like disturbing the soil, so cutting through the soil might actually cut some of these off of the root.
这เขาก็กูสักแค่ตรงนี้แต่นี่จริงนะแต่ไล่อาตาลีมาจงแต่สิตรงนี้ไล่อาตาลีเจนี่มั่วจะนอเสียนะเจนี่chỉชิจ่อไล่นะเจนี่ตัวนะเจนี่มาทั้งมันเจแกไล่อามานี่chỉอย่างนี้รู้chỉจงตัวเตี้ยนะไปจริงใจเตี๋ยน้อยยอดตัวเตี๋ยเดี๋ยวก็ไล่อาเจยังไล่อาบริใจเจจะน่าตัวตาเจก็ชอบกันยังไม่ยังเดี๋ยวก็จะก้มมาสิเจก็ตัวจอชีนั่นดอเจก็ปุ่งเนี่ยปุ่งเสียนั่นดอก็จะก้มที่ยงเดี๋ยวก็จอนั่นเดี๋ยวลูกเขาปออะไรเนี่ยเจคนนั้นยังให้คนเจี๋ยลูกยงจี
So just remember your soil is alive and it can actually help you.
要种的各种案的也一种案，我莫些也个在路你个在都你种的你莫些的你8种个。
And then a big applause to our volunteers. Yeah.
How do you know what is beneficial to the plants and what is not?
In what context?
Question on that.
It's like a.
So
what do it's in the plant, it's in the soil? How do you know which is beneficial? Which ones we need to get out of spray and It's very
Well, if it's not killing your plant, it's probably beneficial. And then when
How do you know?
how do you know? So this is really hard. So one of the things that I've been doing is testing your soil. So I get roots and in the soil, and in the lab, then I'm actually counting what is there through lab methods. So one of the things we do know that increases these beneficials is like cover cropping, increasing plant diversity. So there's going to be an increase of them, but to actually be able to see them on your farm, it's not good. But one of the things you can see is earthworms. If you have earthworms, and they don't have to be a lot of them, those are good. So those are good signs of having a healthy soil.
Cho nên khó mà nó thì ôi đây chạy cụ thể phố thì giờ nó giờ rong dặn thì cái rong cái thì đâu thì dặn nó là cho nên có thì con đây giờ khó và nếu học kia cho nên tại cho nên cởi sau đây giờ khó ở chỗ khơi chả một quả thầu khơi chả giờ tiếng mà chả nhờ chả lư nó đâu nhá hồ chỉ lấy cho một sai chỉ lấy mà chùa thì ok giờ có tổng nó mà giờ thì giờ rong nó giờ lý giải thì con đây giờ khó lấy cái phố là một ba nhiều cho nên mà phần đầu nó chỉ nên để thế này là giờ lúc tết trời này nhon rồi đó nên cho giờ con nó chuyên tàu thì nếu mà giờ cá hoặc rong cho hắn tới đó chỉ lo sai trở nên tới giờ bây giờ ít cho rồi mà cái ô chỉ tàu này bây giờ chỉ lấy cái luôn mà thì ok có cho giờ chỉ đua là chỉ lo qua chỉ lo ít bao thì chỉ đua mà giờ cá rong giờ là giờ chỉ rong rồi lấy nó.
Thank you. One question. You said these nematodes, they are useful also and they are harmful too.
Yeah.
In normal soil, what is the percentage of the harmful to the useful?
So there's more useful ones than not useful ones.
Yeah, more
useful than not.
What is approximately the ratio?
The ratio, I don't know the ratio, but I think it's just there's tons of other nematodes that can be good. Do you know the ratio? I don't know the ratio.
Depends on your property.
It also depends on your soil. If you have a history of lots of them, then there's going to be like a nematode infestation, then there's going to be more.
Yeah, they love nong na mà nong cho chỉ khát trò đấy. Thì nhớ đâu chỉ khát trò là nếu mà thô mà ý chỉ khát chỉ rong thì giờ lên đây là giờ chủ mua cho cá nó đau bỏ đi chạy này thì li hù tàu thì chỉ rong. Hay là thì nó mua cho bỏ đi chạy này thì li thì rong này. Thì khăn đây này thế thì chỉ bao đấy mà khăn đây giờ cái này có giờ chủ mua cho cá rong cho nếu mà thôi cho cá rong thì còn đau cha sẽ chỉ có chủ mua tới mình. Hay là có mua cho phỉ nên đau cha chỉ có mua tới mình.
Là chứ.
我俾落輪咯，俾得什麼？我係都今日係嗰啲入，一我ที่อี就係dat jeที่จะ improve 到就一隻biodiversity 人 biodiversity 就那樣俾有我哋就ที่ improve 到嗰啲อี，OK 嗰啲哦dat jeที่你要考 damage 有。我到这来多来变气么 ，OK， 我今天我到可能，听做biodiversity 那resistant， 日對我俾特別有時對條又俾有時 chemical 咯有時，出嚟就出對我來 resistant， 聽來 G resistant。
Yeah, the first question is to talk about biodiversity. Yeah, how can we improve diversity? So what they need to do, to increase that? So what about so the activity? What they need to do to improve that? Or the second question is that what activity that gonna reduce that biodiversity? So this is negative and positive, and then the third one is any resistant, internal chemical, thing like that.
Yeah, those are really good questions. So to increase the biodiversity and to decrease it, it's sort of like the opposites. But to increase the biodiversity is increasing the crop diversity, which how many of you grow a lot of different crops?
Okay. Họ có cho mua cho cá ăn đâu thì cái chủ cho không là đâu giả đó thì on nếp đi tới
Yeah. So most of you do. That's good for biodiversity.
Thì giờ thì nè ôn lên tới là chỉ mày quan thì nè nhớ thôi cho ao chỉ ní một cho cá nền tàu tuần chỉ ní một tàu vậy nhớ thôi biodiversityนั่นมันหมายความที่ที่ต้องปล่อยcá nhớ thôiทานทะเลที่ยังไม่มีเขาหมดจีบหมดแล้วที่ยังวันหรือยาcáว่าเขาหมดปอแล้วní một tàuจนหน้าที่นั่นnhớ học.
Growing plants that are growing for a longer time, like perennials or trees, or roots just for a longer time, because those roots are like the home to a lot of these different organisms.
So choว่าya thì ní cho conว่าchỉ mà chính tông anh nhớ đến đấy nè, chỉ cho cha nó mà nhớ hậu đấy chỉ nếu mà cho cá nó là nhớ chỉ nhớ đòn tàu chỉ nhớ đấy này.
Things that are bad are leaving your soil bare, so nothing growing, because the plants and the roots are food and homes for all these different organisms.
Chỉ khóว่าchỉ trong này chỉ nếu mà này cho này thì có lại chơi được chỉ có té này chỉ sai thế này thì nếu ở lên đầu thì này cho chỉ một cho nó nhỏ hồ được thì nếu mà thấy mình cho thì cho nên mà nếuต้องการนอนะทีนี้จุดจอก้องจะลงตอนเราอยากเราเขาเอ็นนี่ลื่นนี่มันน่าเขาจะจะการเนี่ยที่จ้องตัวเอาอย่างตัวทีนี้chỉ mộtก้องchỉ mộtรอchỉ một chỉ một sốเลยจะรงสิจะนี่chỉ mộtอย่างตัวจะเจอตัวละ
Other things that can be bad is, but not all the times, is disking or tilling, because you actually rip and you kill some of the beneficial organisms.
这靠其中之的也靠的，你来，被忙嘛被来呀，来的话就来对嘛，个都中高那边，你来不的价钱你我做着干的吃多。
Other things that can be good is giving the organisms food, like green manure or these different things that go back into the soil, like compost or different plant residues, instead of just taking it out, putting it back into the soil. And the insects love eating that.
Cho con để ta biết thả lô là giờ để cho khối nhu lô là giờ tiêu cho khối là muốn cứ lư lại nên cho là cho gì đâu để há lô nó không tới chỉ nếu mua cho để cho cắt mua cho nọ cho cắt thì tua cắt thì chia cắt thì nhóc.
Other things that can be bad, but unless you have like an infestation, is fungicides or nematicides. Because fungicides not only kill the bad ones, but they also kill the good ones. They go out and kill the fungi. Nematicides kill the nematodes, but they also kill the bad ones and the good ones. But that can be hard because sometimes you have an infestation, and it's important to manage that.
Chỉ có cho chua và fungicide mà cho chua mà chua tua cho cá và nữa là biết. Giờ nếu mà cho chua nữa cho là tua, giờ thì nếu mà cho cá phê, này tua cho chua nữa nè. Này tua cho đó thì tu phê tu rong là tua ta liền, giờ này tua nè. Giờ thì nếu mà thâu là thì này chỉ cho chua tua nếu mà thâu đó là này tua một giờ tu phê tu rong là tua ta, bây giờ chỉ lấy lực khó thì ô chia tua cho phê thế, ý là lấy bây nhau nó giờ lấy bói nó một giờ bây tua ta thì chụp vậy. Ô giờ đó giờ mong giờ chỉ tua giờ tới giờ America cái tua nào thì okay, I think we have two more questions, and then because our time is yeah. Okay, you'll eat. Okay, go.
Giờ lấy bé cho tôi à. Tức là nè, thì giờ chúng tôi cho cá nó lò thì mình cứ nói cho cha nó cũng nhớ rằng. Tức là giờ cho cá nó lò nhớ hậu ấy có mất thò mẹ. Tụi tôi này chỉ được khóa bài thế này chỉ được tua bài này nè, mà nó chỉ rong khó hơn được thế này. Bỏ hạt thì ít cho cá lò rong, ít cho cá lò phê mà nhót ok rồi. Chỉ cho nè, tức là mua cá no cho bò nè, no cho lá cho chả họ nè. Chị có thò lò chị ní chúng muốn trả nữa bây giờ chị cho cá gì muốn cho trả nữa nọ thì cho chị nó cá nó chỉ lấy chị cho nó mua trả cá cho cá nó chị bởi trả tận thọ.
Có chuyện là tiền nhận lại thì có trả một cá nhỏ hậu rong nó thì họ có chuyện thì giờ trả họ một cá nhỏ hậu tôi bỏ một cá nhỏ hậu cho tốt tua rồi lúc thua rồi giờ vì những một cho cá nó ta rồi đấy nè.
Yeah, there's a farmer I work with who grew squash on 20 acres for 4 years. So squash, squash. And if the nematodes really like squash, they know it's going to be there every year in that one thing. But if you keep switching your crops, it might actually help. So there's some bad nematodes, but there's good ones too. Yeah.
Okay. You có thể mình chỉ có thể trả đi để hai người muốn nên mà thô mua trả trả nữa đó. Nhân tàu nè, chỗ bộ tàu nè, sẽ nhà này tàu ở chỗ này sẽ mình chỗ lúc bị tàu nè sẽ mà nè, mong nè. Đó cho mình cần là chỉ là hút squash, pumpkin, đó đó cho mình nhà tàu. Nhân này cho tàu này nhỉ, cho tàu chỉ tàu mà giờ ý giàu cho này trả nó nhỉ, nó sắp rồi đó. Chỉ trả những bao thì lúc chạy từ chỉ cũng cho rau mỏ cho lò chỉ trả lò nhau hồ chỉ có cho một chỉ là chỉ nó sẽ là vậy. Chỉ là thế thì biodiversity à. Nên cho con này chủ cho nó đâu giả, nên cho tàu nó mà lười giả, nên muốn cho nhớ đi ý nó chỉ nửa tua, nửa chỉ muốn no này, chỉ nửa tua nè. Họ giờ này tàu là giờ tàu tại đi tại đó cá tàu nó sẽ chỉ cá chuyện thì cũng tụ pháp mà lúc cũng cần gọi lên sẽ chỉ nên cũng sẽ là chỉ mua chỉ công ty mình chỉ không được, okay? Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
To use the same soil over and over. So let's see how they do that. Bây thả cho ai, bây cho khổng cho hổ rồi. Vậy để xin nó mà bây giờ là một thả cho và ilu chế bây cho con người cho ai nó chúng mà một tại sao mà bây cho một cho là để chế bây họ cho khi họ dùng đi chả. I'll speak about this topic about we talk about soil in within a limited space. So we're talking about in the greenhouse, and we have shown for her a grower, and Sam is going to talk about growing ginger. Please welcome.
I'll take you to something that we've been talking about it, but even you hear the term, the words, you say what it is, right? But if you actually see it, I think it's more that you can really put in your, so you can memorize, and that's what we going to do today. So nu nói là giá ta làm mà nên bên nó bên hải là giờ nó America hải nên mà có thể là nó lo hải sự gì, you bao America lo America rong tới chừng America này giờ lấy bên thì vegetable nó sẽ là nên như bao thì vegetable là giờ rau,但是要rau ở trên là bây giờ nu nói là một thả choเขาcũng có tiêu trong bao tôi thả nu nó là mà theo cũng chỉ muốn cho thằng này cho thế cũng hay chỉ thao,แต่是theo trong bao này giờ itu cũng bao thì very successful small farmers. Giờ bây giờ có thể là cũng một bao này để thế chứ gì cũng thì có sau đó ít phần đó là tao là chỉ cũng sao cả bây giờ chúng mua phần nó bây giờ cho số cho bây giờ con nó tôi cho thế chuyện nó mà có bây giờ tiền ở đây nó là có mong lúc bây giờ tụi chữ để cho con tôi cho thế chuyện nó này để còn là nuôi bây giờ đó là đại tới lịch sử là mình nhớ nên nuôi cáiแต่ที่bây giờว่าtao hắn đã bây giờ chủ sau đào sau đào chơi á bây giờ chủ đào cái mình thì nuôi nó也bây giờ đào cái mình đấy bây giờ trả lại chứ số tiền đâu bao chứ mà
我做那些呢，这几句古多还录啊，我给做嘞。古啥的别叫古地猫呢 I cannot speak English. I need send translation for me, okay? 别叫古地猫古多呢，古啥的别做错，都别这叫看呢。就是别这叫是别这多啊。giờ lấy chàng của sao là biết chơi chơi tu họ tu mà cái chúng viết thi tu mà nên sao lấy rong
okay so my name is Song Fa and I'm a farmer and thank you for inviting me here to talk to you about growing ginger and I know that all the Hmong farmers they know how to grow ginger. But to take care of it is the issue.
Thì họ cái vị trí cái biết tu biết cho nè, biết chủ thọ được cứ yếu lâu lo lúc trong nó nè, mà biết chủ thọ được cứ là cái gì mà cho cầu inch tu,
So when you know to make it easy for maintenance or take good care of it, when you're gonna plant ginger, you're gonna make a ditch, a small ditch, you know, at least about 18 inch wide on the top, and the top between 8 to 10 inch deep. So you get a little small trench.
The top got thought of to good na, get go to more compost. The compost compost man, joy compost got charge man good to gana. Compost come with your organic compost. Make a more put the moon, the Ronaldo Jola. Get go some more little joy chemical, more large compost. Get go got more jaw hole, come with a cat jaw hole. Some more disease you can talk can. You got chop it. Okay, John Doctor. Got the pool, jolly pay or plow each.
Okay. So what you have to trench. So when you're going to use the soil building conditioners, so it could be organics. His recommended condition is that the organics compost. But what it calls it, you know, it's a type of a soil building conditioner. So you're going to buy that compost and you fill the trench is about 4 inch thick, you know, in the trench.
Thì thọ có mỗi cho compost cho ta này có mỗi cho khát giá thì yang có tu bù lúa ai nữa yang, cho khát có tu bù lúa ai, cho khát này làm mấy nhiều này thì cái chủ giá này kia cái chấm rồi sẽ cái nhớ bỏ lên chấm bỏ chế rồi bỏ được.
So once you fill up the soil conditioner, the building conditioners in there, then now you take the ginger. So you take the old. This one is not mature, but this one is young. But when you take it, when you know the roots of the ginger are going to be like that, so you're going to see that you know for sure that here's going to come in another shoot, and here's another one. So at least you'll get some, you know, maybe one or two, at least one or two, and then you just throw into the, trench. And the spacing, look hard, each jump on a day, but
limit.
So it doesn't have a limit. You can plant as many as you want, or you can leave a space. You know, it doesn't matter. But if you plant more, you're gonna more input, more money. You know, but you plant less, then you give a space in between. Then you use less root. So.
Thọc cá luôn greenhouse này, thọc cá luôn greenhouse dùng lấy luôn nó này, dùng lấy luôn nó mà mình cho khai, cho ra tàu nọ chứ tàu mùa này.
So what is because one thing that ginger is a tropical crop, and so we're gonna go in here. That's why we talk about the soil building conditioner. Okay, since ginger is a tropical, so it's very sensitive to frost. So that means you only can grow under high tunnel only, because you cannot do in open space because heat doesn't do good. Heat is not good, and then freeze also. So cái chủ cho tôi giờ trên là tất mà tiêu trong bao tiền lúa chế ở đây ở xí xí này nó đó. Mà ni cho chỉ tàu ni chỉ rong. Okay.
Lúc nó đi cho tàu thì chỉ sắm mắc khe này.
Giờ ni cho lúc nào là giờ ni chủ sắp khe đi.
Khó cứ ta giờ lấy cho sắp khe. Có khe nó chỉ ni chỉ một khó human nè. Cho khá nó mà ni human đó.
Yeah, for ginger, if you use this type of high tunnel. On the side wall is about 8 foot, and the height, the center height is 15.5. If you use this high tunnel, then you have to be enclosed all the time, because ginger they need at least 80% humidity. So you have to create a micro environment inside of that high tunnel, because they need the humidity plus the temperature, which is have to be above 76.
Thọ mình muốn cho khách cho tao mà mình một lại plastic cover 但没没有的 class shape， the class shape 但都录音呢，จะ录 cover on top。
ทีนี้จอนะมันนี่so when you use you're gonna have the clear plastic film because that's to trap the heat inside, but at the same time you're gonna have the shade cloth over the clear plastic film because the purpose of that because we have high heat in the summer and then low temperature in the winter, so the plastic film will help you to trap the heat inside the high tunnel, and then also on the other hand the shade clothes in the summertime will prevent the heat to generate heat inside the high tunnel, so you kind of like balance that. And then also at the same time with that you create humidity inside of the high tunnel, and so that's what the environment that is suitable for ginger.
The class shape 你 keep เขา temperature คือ你估咗หูลุ่งกี่เท่านะแล้วก็ 60%
ได้อ๋อเดี๋ยวได้โดนนะมา I'm sorry I used to translate it wrong. Now I repeat the wrong again. Hey, right, that's not good. Okay, the reason that you use the shade cloth because you need to build the humidity inside, not just the heat. If without the shade cloth, that is too hot.
ที่ถอดเป็นจอเป็นหมดแล้วต้องยางต่างเป็นหมดแล้วลูกเขาบอกชาวต่างนะเกี่ยถอดจากขาโต้นะเกี่ยเป็นจุ่มจากขาตรงกระโดดนะเกี่ยจากขาโต้นะเกี่ยนี่จิมเปิลนะนี่จิมเปิลตุจ้านะเกี่ยถอดคือลูกเจ้าลีลูกช่างลีนะเกี่ยก็เลยมาแค่เอาต่อซะเกี่ยถอดเนี่ยเกี่ยนี่เสียแล้วนี่เสียแล้วเกี่ยเก่าฟีเลยยี่ฟี behind เอาลูกขัดจ้องซะแน่เพราะนั่นมันนี่เตาจะโจซาโลเตาจะโจกูโลเจจะขายในนี่เสียละแต่สิระหว่างเด็กจีฟิตในจอ inside นะเจก็มัวติจะขายจิกตัวนี้ย้อนกูจะนั่นก็จอตัวเตอแต่สิก็จอนะมา don't be late January or February
when you ginger you're gonna plant under the high tunnel in February.
January. February.
Yeah. No later than that. The latest is by the end of February. And when you plant it, you're gonna enclose. Make sure that you cover all the high tunnel. And then you come about July. But July then the side ventilation you just roll it up. So you're allowed to, the air, because in July is the summertime to heat,
You open it up, you have to keep closed.
That's going to July to.
Yeah.
But I got it to July. Got one.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Yeah, what I heard here earlier. Okay. So that means you have to close. You have to close everything. Yeah.
Close only both sides. Open only both sides.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yes. So the ventilation is you have to open. Because you allow the air to circulate in there. But he experienced that from especially on this side on the other end and this end you probably about 10 feet in you may have some negative impact such as the plant might be not quite vigorous compared to those that inside because and from here and there because the air circulates in there and you may have cool and and warm air or cool air, so that's why you don't get the outside. You don't expect to be a good growth on the ear. And
แต่หากจะเป็นจะกิตินะเป็นมงจะฟอร์มมาเก็ตเป็นสามโมขาเนอะเจเป็นเกิดจอขาเนอะมามีการนอกให้นะสุดโทให้หนีพ้นนอกอีขอพ้นนอกก็จบปุ๊บล้างอีขอเดี๋ยวอีขอช่วยรองให้นะ
So especially for those farmer markets, because he moved everything through the farmer market, and he said it's a very good opportunity. It's a good, price. It's a premium price, and because a lot of people they use ginger not just for consumption, for food, but also a lot of medicinal purposes in here. And it's a lot of customer that a lot of his customers they buy for medicinal purposes. They can make tea, you can do all kind of and they do like they drink or they eat every day.
The qua the bây giờ cái gì mà bây giờ mình có chơi cho cha cũ là bây giờ mình chỉ tao chơi bây giờ lo ở đây vấn thi chỉ chủ lúc bây giờ chứ lúc bao giờ lúc chỉ li cho để for nothing, can lose money.
So you have to like he said earlier, you have to plant the lettuce by the end of February. If you plant after that, you just waste your time and you're gonna lose a lot of input, but you don't have any output because it's not you will not be successful by going that way.
Thì cụ cho luôn, ta lên đó chỉ bây giờ cứ tìm mong mấy một question nữa chứ.
Okay, lên giờ họ cũng còn đi tour nữa mà vì ni cho tôi phía rong go hay. Phần đó cũng một bỏ mà majority that I visit the more farmers probably be about that tall, but for him just really like when I remember that when I was 9 years old back in Laos, and that's how tall it is. When I walk in there, it's about that. So it's really tall. The taller the plant, the bigger the roots, right? It's very healthy, it's very nice. And you know how much this one? $10. Right? So if $10 for this, if I had 10 of this, how many? $100 already. So
$10 per pound. $10 per pound?
So it's fresh. And fresh, what I mean fresh, when you eat, it tastes so good. Yeah. I gotta choke. Okay. What he mentioned earlier, you see the trench here? No, I did. See the trench here? That's such a trench. Then maybe on the back you probably won't see, but you can come later. You trench out, and then you put the compost, and then you plant, and then you fill it up with the dirt back. But you leave, probably be about 2 inches the most. If it's thicker than that, then it won't. So it's very important. Do you see that? That's in his farm. Ginger, they have 2 different types: yellow or white, right? Yellow is more in medicinal purposes, and they use a lot for flavoring, food flavoring, thing like that. But you know where ginger came from? Originate from? It came from where you come from. Okay. All right, so you have 2 different varieties, yellow and white. So cho khi mà pin mà họ nhau để tên đó là họ đa thì họ đỡ về cho nó cho pin nó đó họ đa nó chỉ phần tàu là xí mình nó qua chua là qua đâu vậy. And he used double drip because you cannot flood. If you flood, you have all kind of disease or rotten, all kind of problem. Because ginger, they like water, but have to be a good drained soil, and otherwise you won't grow. You're gonna have big problem. So cho ginger là mà nia chủ và lúc xa có xe đó, liu tiêu lộ sinh hoạt hay đó thầu, nhưng mà tại vì cho cái mà rong cái chủ sĩ và lúc xa giờ nên bao nhiêu gì đó. Yeah, about 50 inch bed, 48 to 50 inch bed, and you play double row with double drip, and then you see how healthy the plants are. It's very healthy. It's a very healthy plant,
And ginger, you not just use this, but I don't see anyone here. Oh, right here. Oh, one. The flower. It's very special, you know. Maybe 2 or 3 for $1 too. It's very special in China. They call the legacy, you know, dish for Chinese people. Yeah, tastes so good.
That's what you said last time.
And the health benefit of the ginger, you talk about thins the blood. Freshen breath, okay, you tell you knock eliminate intestinal gas. Mong phe đi po knock here ni wa do ka chuma jang gas yao ki ka chi nang ye ka to the na ya anti inflammatory effect ya le cháu à phim mò ít chế lo nhiều mò hỗ trợ mò thì là con nọ cho nó chứ cú nọ to cú một tờ thì nó chụp bỏ nữa mò to là to cú nọ sắp mà nhìn nó cú chỉ mò hỗ trợ cú thiệt to cái rồi okay then antioxidant activity ý là cái mò thì giả phê nó đâu chế nàyว่าthì giả để chế mò cái protect against collateral you know cancer. Yeah, like what they tell me on your sushi, and on and on. You go to the internet, you go for benefit of ginger is in there, right? So not just that grow for other people. We starting to use ginger now. So the market's there, but you have to grow like Mr. Song Pao. Number one, people gonna buy from you. They're gonna need to know how you grow your ginger. Is that you just put fertilizer and try to, I remember some farmer told me that they sell me gallons $100 for a spray foliar fertilizer, $100 per gallon. And he told me that if I spray today, tomorrow I'm gonna have fruit, right? And then you pay for it. Is it the result? Is it really a result in there? No. And like Rob talked about earlier, why you do that? Just plant cover crop. We're gonna show you later. The cover crop bag, it's about $25. An acre, you take only two bags, 50 pounds, 100 pounds. It costs you only $36. And maybe your labor plus your labor, you just plant, and then it will produce your healthy soil. And then when you grow your crop, it's a healthy crop. And then when you consume it, you're healthy, right? So picture Kawm mà nhau trống thì nó sẽ có cho customer nhớ lấy theo trong bỏ tàu mua tàu luật cho farmer cho lấy cho nó này là sao tôi sửa lên thì cái tôi sửa, thế chứ là tôi sửa là khỏi giờ cũng một sửa sẽ cũng khỏi liền á. Giờ phải số là tụi nhỉ chơi cho nè. Thì chỉ có cái cho tàu còn rong lột cho xe lột nọ nè, it's very important, okay? So khi nói họ ước sạc kia đó nè, yeah, cũng như thế này cho tàu, số tụ cái tiền nó cũng như còn này cho tàu, a lot of, thế rồi, luôn đi nó sẽ là vậy, như chuyện luôn như đó nó đấy, rong hay. So this is what it's up to you. You make your decision. If he only have 30 by 200 by 300. People fit that. People fit that. 250. Yeah. 30 feet wide and 250 length, the long. And then you know how much? I don't want to tell you that because you may say I lie, but I didn't tell you. I don't tell you the truth. When he told me that, I was surprised. I said, "No, you're lying."
Giờ bây giờ ít lúc greenhouse bây giờ cho khá chút số xong rồi bây giờ lại trả lại rong.
So hold on, let me check what I learned. Okay. The question is that you have a single hytanus, and I want to grow, ginger every year. So what can I do? Is it possible? ถ้าเธอชงมา100%จงนะชงตากาไม่แข่งอยู่10%จงนะชงที่เป๊ะเด0ใช่ไหมมีแต่จีจงละ
So usually,
change
all year. You have to do a crop rotation. So the first year you may get 100%. It's good. Second year probably reduce it 70% if you plant the second year. And then if you try the third, you may lose everything. So his recommend will be do crop rotation. So you have to understand. And this kind of thing we can help you to, to pencil down and what we need to do in order to do that. So yeah, it's possible. So นี่เป็นอย่างป้าตัวนี้就的人呢叫可以用了，种大家人呢种啥叫你都下雨就不是你只种的，但是种ที่杯嘛，整里头跟你起来的呢，你要找钱不家就用多了是，แต่杯要种铁子给的，原来杯要叫下来去找一个1G2G到的，你大家找到了，所以that你莫再给，但是嘛有种包呢。So thank you, 我种到的呢，Lucia, thank you for listening to us, and then in case before you go home. Don't touch until I say before you go home. I want to make sure that each of you get a little piece, and if you want to taste it's good too. And I know that the ginger it's good.
ขามามีโอมาสามีปจอจีเนี่ยแต่กูเลยกูจีจอจีเนี่ยวิธีถ้ากูจอจีอีชงนะกูจะขันลือต่างตัวต่างเลยนะ
And one thing that he would like to tell you, let you know that ginger doesn't need any type of fertilizer because what he used the soil building conditioners already, and that's he never used any fertilizer, never add any fertilizer into it. And then one year he tried to fertilize it, and then he lost everything.
For ginger pit, any
pests?
Yeah.
The only thing that for ginger, I don't think that under the high tunnel, but one thing that we're gonna talk a little bit about that later when you come to the high tunnel. It doesn't matter ginger or any type of crop because you have very limited space that you have to work. And if you don't understand about crop rotation, you don't understand about cover crop that you incorporate under the small space that you're gonna use, you want to maximize every time, it won't take long. You'll have all kind of problems. So yeah, it's a good question. 用啦，人哋冇到剪刀呢，只係叫ginger啦，叫阿姐嚟食餅啦，人哋只 take care 用啦，只是很大力，你就俾阿姐公司嘅登明嚟啦。證明有字，莫加莫分呀，莫用刀用自動不壓的啦。有你在背個你叫，比如我個你我都見到背的你要知道你家的，你要知道小漢的這，你解開就不難。你要叫 cultivation 只要的有撒嬌也得有叫，有知道刀的呀，拿大呀刀的呢，我哋把刀ID 係啦。你叫刀大力些嘅。你登明是不呀？但是个就包的刀嘛，有一牙嘎或面孬个就叫你牙须龙就个什么的嘛，被嘛办的。Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. So now we're gonna get up and we're gonna move to
yeah. 你脚杆话把油脚杆倒杆了，多脚杆了去做。
So sometimes if you spray a really strong pesticide like liaj, for example, kills everything.
要见你好啥多叫出末状，一夜里多叫来年那见你末状见你多见老少或嘎见多大户。
That's right. But some of the newer pesticides that are softer, like liaj or liaj, or there's a bunch of different kinds. Sometimes they kill the pests more and they kill the little wasps and the other beneficial insects less so that they can stay around and continue to help out.
也莫叫错天中的有比例那么你呀只莫上莫里讲的见你多叫加配多好叫多大叫加话用了嘛你多几大。
Okay. I think in the interest of time, I'll let you keep these books and look through them to see what insects you can identify, and then we also have some specimens. Which are you still here? Yeah. Let's bring out the boxes and we'll pass this out.
Yeah. Nhớ nó bây giờ ta ru thế chỉ phong đó là chỉ chế độ này khởi này tổ cho một sai cho một bí cả cá chỉ bây giờ mỗi cho cá và cho tuần nữa này mỗi tuần này sai.
Okay. So Kyra's going to pass around some specimens that we have preserved and see if you can match up in the book what you see in the box in the pinned insects. Sometimes it's harder to tell when they're dead on a pin in a box versus when they're alive. But there you can see a lot of the beneficials. So all of these bugs that we're passing around are good bugs that are going to kill the pest insects and provide some natural biological control to the farm.
Yeah, you more cho thợ cá nó trốn đi cho lò sai cho cá ở nhỏ hồ chú lúc thợ nó lò trốn đi sai nó giờ tí cho cá rong cá ở bán này thứ trên này bảo của bí tàu cho hồ cho phong đại trên đi của rong đi từ hồ và đi phong đại.
Okay, how am I on time? Can I talk a little bit about pesticides or okay? Okay. So 10 minutes? Okay, great. Okay, so we've got the specimen boxes going around. I have a few things. We'll do that at the end.
Thì bây mua cho thợ sao là trốn đi sai cho cá rồi, thế thì có giờ có yêu mua là trốn đi sai chưa? Nè, what BV theo BV theo what's the name of the pesticide that you?
That's easier.
That you said BV.
Belay. Leaf is another one. Also for mites, acromite and canamite are a little bit easier on the beneficials than some of the other.
Acromite tên là có lẽ cho và chỉ mua rau hàng tốt không? Cho acromite cho tôm hoa liêm mà.
Tôi chỉ lấy lửa mỏ. Em phải đi chụp tôi cho nó là.
Yeah, that's a very good one because not even kill aphids.
Well, the newer ones have a way of targeting the pests. You can always call us too if you have a specific question about.
Yeah, he's looking to have one store.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, okay.
I got one more.
So we have been doing a project to try to make it easier to get the information that you need from the pesticide labels.
Bây giờ mới tại sao này bây cho chế họ bây thả cho cá rong nó bây giờ là một thả cho nữa và cho chốt cho cá giờ ít họ và xã thì giờ 80% cả dùng gì mình chỉ.
So what we've been putting together are these cover sheets where we have read through the pesticide label and pulled out all the important safety information and legal information to put on one front and back page for reference. So it's a lot easier to tell what is the restricted entry interval, what personal protective equipment do you need, what is the rate that you're supposed to use for different crops.
Thì tại sao mà có vợ bé phân mua là mua cho cả dùng gì nó giờ mua giả chuồn đó luôn bây giờ là tròn đó thế mua hay cái giả chuồn làตัวได้จี有ตัวไปเจอ有ก็有拿คน有choลงจ่อย有做เขาลิจาก็จีจงเที่ยวโอลินี่ตัวเลยเนาะ有ไปเจอนู่นนี่ลิมุตัวเขาไปเจอนู่นนี่เที่ยวหมูโซตัวเจ้าของเจนไปmuaเจ้าลู接入这整正了，叫了炒着好来一点单了。
So for example, if I take the pesticide cover sheet for Asana, that I know a lot of people use Asana, and it's registered on a lot of the specialty crops.
nhớ đi cho ở giống là thằng nó mà bị xài lên cho chua asana cho chua asana nó mà giờ ít cho chua nhìn nó bị xí là cái nữa xin đâu hàng châu bị cho không là khu specialty crop nó mà giờ bị cho không Asia nó mà.
So this is going to tell me up here, do I need to get a private applicator certificate and a restricted materials permit or not? So both of these that we're passing out are yes, I need to get that. It tells me the signal word, it tells me the protective equipment required.
nhớ đi nếu mua này nó chỉ nếu tiền lúc bị cho giờ đi nó, poli này cũng phải có mua để lại xin cho cũng theo cho tao theo cũng phải có mua để lại xin cho là cũng theo cho tao là chỉ tạm mua. thì nếu mua khó khăn thì poli khó nó nên nếu phải có phỏ xi phải có ô tôตัวหนึ่งต้องใช้มั่วเชิญใช้บริจาคนะเที่ยวแค่เดียวบริก็ย้อนสีของตีไทยก็รีตัวเขาก็หมอมั่วเยี่ยวแต่เนาะหนึ่งก็ย้อนมั่วหลอดมั่วแล้วจะแต่นอนแค่ที่สีหอม
So and then you can see the other information, the restricted entry interval, how long do you have to wait after you apply the pesticide before you go back into the field, what kind of nozzle to use on the sprayer, whether or not you can use it in a hoop house, and then on the back we have the for different crops that are on the label, what are the rates.
I got a number. Okay, the only nàyตัวnày cóตัวตาเป็นจนูนี่ที่หมดตัวonly này cóสีลูอ่ะ有修ตัวเด้อเนี่ย有ลู有修老没ตัว有当的嘛，okay 还有only山要走山走了嘛，那看见有你亚光的你贴ตัว先。
Okay, so we are actually putting binders together. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you explain why there are restrictions for
Yeah. Well, it'll say on the label if it's approved or not for a hoop house, and I mean it has to do with how the chemical works and whether or not it's safe to use in an enclosed area at different rates. So that's something the chemical company decides, and then they either put it on the label that you can use it in a hoop house or greenhouse or not. So there's a lot of things that are not safe to use inside a closed structure because of the toxicity and the way you'd be exposed to it.
ปัจจุบันช่วยเราให้เจ้าจ้าหัวแหลมด้านนั้นนะแค่เจ้าวันนี้เอาตัวหัวนี่ลูเจคือเดี๋ยวโตแล้วจีโตแล้วเนี่ยหัวแหลมด้านนั้นแค่ที่ชี้ตัวด้านนู้นให้เจ้าวันนี้有จ่าเทียบ我จ่าเขา有มั่วให้เจ้าช่วยนะตัวหัวลูเจเทียบตัวชั้นเราตัวหัวเจ้าเขาจีโต有วันนี้จ่านั้นเนี่ยให้เจ้าหัวแหลมดาวเขายังแค่เจ้า有วันนี้จ่าที่เราตัวจีโตตัวหัวเราเขาเจ้ามั่วเจ้าอย่างนั้นมาก็ตัวเนี่ยตัวชั้นเราเจ้าเนี่ยตัวต่อต้น的你大晒晒你压晒晒了，我们这样这个做好些你去做些，都到ต้น你压力，
So
你包了路到啊，好多到也路没开poison啊。
So if you would like to access these little summary sheets to make it easier to get the label information, Kyra is passing out a sheet that we have them on our website. And if you want, you can scan the QR code, or you can just go to the website there and look for where it says the pesticide label sheets. And then you can open them up, and you can easily see right here all the information that you need for the basic safety and legal compliance. However, you still need to look at the label yourself to make sure it hasn't changed in the last 6 months, or any other information that you need. This is not a substitute for the label. You still are responsible to look up the label yourself, but this is a really handy guide to kind of orient you to what's in the label.
เดี๋ยวไม่ได้เดี๋ยวไฟเราตัวนี้น้ำมันแค่ตัวนี้ฮะเดีย giờ này sao một sai sẽ giả chua từ giờ tôi lấy trà thế giờ lấy trà này thì thái này chỉ này một chỗ hậu chỉ này một khi là sai là tao rồi thế nữa mua lấy chút khô nhau chỗ hậu rồi anh này một sai chút khô hậu là tao rồi giờ này mà một tao không biết là tao một thiệt tao không biết là tao nhà nó này mình sẽ lấy bao một sai hay chỉ lấy有多理解，有吃理解。但是嘛，这里头老师，你要种下点，你要做大家都做晒的那就要100%的，你要是了达到讲到话，你要做来老种的，如果崩了要包错你要，反正要做到晒的到天那呢。
And yeah.
What's the area? 一做好，人類無論你說係點，樹或沙，人哋俾做布呢，或者走的棵樹呢，你冇得講。
And the label is a shoes plus socks. So how much different from having a boot, having boots?
Boots are always safer, right? I mean, it's like if it's a rubber boot and chemicals get on it, it protects your foot a lot better than regular shoes and socks.
但是呢，在布嘛你 open， 然後在樹嘛你 close
那嘛個黃布嘛你用多就可能啲踩到用多。But the boot is open and the shoes is tight closed. So
I guess it depends where the pesticide goes, right? I mean, you don't want you want a good fit on your boots. You don't want it to be like too big, right? But I think for if you're spraying down here, you can also put coveralls so they cover the boot, right? To be extra safe.
Oh, those.
Okay. Let's come over here. Hey. You back? Good. All the NRCS. We are to soil conservationists.
And so we've backup a profile here of the roots. So I'll try to be brief because I know I'm between you and lunch. But why would we why would we dig a hole like this? What would we learn?
like berries, layer of the earth.
And why is that important?
We don't know, that's why we're here.
Well,
can I answer his questions too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering because I know.
Don't take 30 minutes to explain the questions.
That's like keep going.
There's a handout here if you want to use it. But
they know you. They need to teach the they know my they or Nisa or what you pass around.
And whenever I was doing private consulting for vineyards and almond orchards and even with tomatoes, it was important for us to know what was in the soil profile. So we have a soil profile log.
So
and we looked at several things across the soil profile here. And the first was the soil texture. How much sand, silt, and clay is actually we have to work with. And for time-wise, I'm not going to go through each one of these, but there are some that are more important than the others. Soil structure and soil compaction and water or apparent permeability, which is how much water, how easily water moves through the profile, are some of the most important parts of the soil profile.
họ là xin lo ok thế này là soil texture là tôi giả là xin lo này là đi trả thế là hay cho thế đi thì mà các tổng anh này đi các trò đồ nó đi sỏi một trong đi trả này.
So and also rooting depth.
Thế mà các trả chặt con này một to một đi trả lâu giả nó nào nữa hay cho.
So now as a farmer, these are important because it helps you to decide what you should be doing. If you should be doing deep tillage, how you irrigate, how much you should be able to irrigate without leaching.
Bây giờ ít này có thể mà con nào chuyển chính hay chỉ nhau đi ở chỗ phố, bây họ chuyển chính giờ ít giờ này cái phố hay thì này cho con này một to một đi trả, này lại to một đi trả, thì này cho đi cho chi là này cho nó một đi trả chứ.
Because what we can see here, and these are just 1, 2, and 3 feet down to 5 feet. And with the rows here, you have a lot of roots in this portion right here. And this is where, when we just talked about your soil health, this is where a lot of your nutrients are being picked up. But after this, there's not a lot of roots here. Most of the roots are up here, and you don't find a lot. But you can, if you look closely, you can see that there are some root hairs down here. And this will be normal for a shallow-rooted crop like lemongrass. But the idea is trying to make more use of this area down through here. Now this ground here, it has some. It's really dry right now, but it still is pretty good shape.
And I'm gonna
pass this around so you can look at some of the soil. You can see some little tiny holes or the pore spaces in here where the oxygen, the water, and microbes will be working or can work their way through. It's also important to have those pore spaces so that when you irrigate, your water will work into your soil. So, but as we go down through the soil profile, Chippy, you can see that there's a change in soil here. It's much more compacted. It doesn't have as much pore space, so it's more difficult for water to move through here. And when you get down to here, this is very, very hard. This is hard pan. It's almost like cement. And that goes, yeah, and then it goes for just a little bit, and then it loosens up a little bit here.
Yeah, but
at the very bottom, that's hard pan again. Very, very hard. So the soil has some limitations because it has compaction. It's got hard pan, and then down here it's even almost like cement. So this would be, for lemongrass or vegetable crops, it'd be okay as it is now.
Cái tổng á nó giờ thì có cho nó cho xí cho nên chỉ thâu đô nó xứ nó chỉ có nhiều nó cho chăn cho một tao này ta sẽ chỉ ok vì trong rồi.
But if you wanted a deep-rooted crop, it's going to need to have roots down in here. It would be very difficult. There's no roots down in here. They're all from here and above.
Cái giờ cái cho con on nhon để nè, thì liên tông thế nè, bây giờ cho trả cho một tao họ chỉ đi một chỉ tao họ liền, vậy thôi giờ trả một chỉ tao cho nên vậy tua, chỉ tua, trả một chỉ tao cho nên cho ta đấy, cho nên cho ta cho nó cho giờ làm nam mình chỉ sẽ cho nên có trả ta.
And you might notice over here in these trees, that where it looks like some of the crowns are lifting up off, they're lifting out of the ground. It may be that the roots are coming down here and they can't go deeper, and so they're having to go this way.
Nếu bỏ thì cho tao mong cái chuyện đó mà cái cho nó mà nếu bỏ thì lúc bỏ tao多少nó要为在为的，你叫家母知道好，就你老早打就你老就叫呢，lúc bỏ呢写多少遍，就那些bỏ要你的。
So it may be appropriate for someone to go in if you want to grow trees, to rip, and to know that you need to come down and probably get below this.
Giờ thì cái cho tông lên nó và chỉ có trò thì nó nè, mà cái chủ mua cho nên bà lâu ở to tế thì chi phí đó, chỉ mua thì chủ đó họ chỉ số thái tôi cha thì tơ thì trông thì tơ. Chỉ có thể là mà cho tàu này cho trả thì một tàu đâu bỏ tao.
Cover crop is okay?
No.
It is.
Yeah. Well, a cover crop, particularly if you get a strong rooted cover crop, like your radishes, you can even put some will put alfalfa in. They will have a much stronger taproot, and they will go down, and they will break this up a little bit more.
Cho con cover crop cái cho tàu làm một cái gì mà ní chỉ một to hay nó cho này chỉ alfalfa để bỏ alfalfa về rau nhũ này, cho này chỉ cho radish này chỉ rau lô bự đó, rau lô bự.
But it's not going to get rid of this.
Tại sao mà ní một chỉ to hay là tránh được không?
The other thing that's important as far as how much the water moves in through here.
Họ chỉ chính sách bây giờ họ thì giờ này để là này cho con này, này sao bỏ thì cho đây là này cho đó nhiều một tao một đi trả, rồi này nói giờ này đánh vào số nó đâu thế này, này những trong đâu thì này chỉ đi tay những sữa, chỉ nhà thôi hay nhà mà không lo.
There's still good moisture at 3.5 feet, but almost all the moisture up in the top 2 feet has been extracted by the plants.
Đó là nếu muốn lấy chi bé chỉ tao đó họ chỉ nên chỉ mua và chỉ nông á, đó mà cho cha này làm cô chỉ tao là đó họ chỉ mua họ tới cho nó ra đấy, chỉ cho cha này phải chỉ thao họ tới để chơi.
So if you wanted to make, if you have a permanent crop or tree crops, if you wanted to use deeper moisture, then you would have to give roots access to that moisture.
Giờ thì này giờ cho tông và chỉ má chín tông này thì cái sao cả cho cha này chỉ tao cho nông hộ là chỉ cái chỗ chế với thì hoa thì ta hay trong phần này cho cha một tao và cho đó họ thì cái chỉ tao cho họ.
But for vegetable crops where you have a shallow root system, you might be able to farm with just this root system here, particularly if you're using micro irrigation or drip system, because you're just adding a little bit of water. You're not adding a lot of water that can flush down through here.
Cho con thì cái mức tròn đó nó sẽ là cái rồi có tổng ai nó là cái manage tao là thế, cái gì mà cái cho đi là mà phải dùng sai thì có cho cả sự cho cả má bò là giờ cái dạng của nó sẽ để có cho đi là mà có cho nhắc hạt rồi để nó hộp con thế có cho chờ giàu sẽ thì có chỉ nhá tập phát tập thành thì cái thì chỉ một cái mình cái manage tao đó có chữ tao.
But there is a danger that you can get, like here, where it's really hard, water backs up, it doesn't leach through, and salts can build up through here.
Họ tính mình lo chấp là mà giờ họ thì có một họ cho nên tới thái đi nó lấy thái đi nó có bị cho đây một chỗ thì đây mua cho nên chơi nhiều chi ở đây cho không chỉ xí nữa chơi một cho nên chơi một sàn đấy cho nên nhon đấy thế
chỉ nên nhon tàu thiên tàu chỉ là nuôi chỉ đi thông tới chỉ đi chế to đi nữa chỉ có thêm mình vì thế nó một chút tao chảo đấy.
So,
maybe talk a little bit about the top layer.
Yeah.
The benefits of the top layer.
Yeah. Well, they talked about the soil microbes. This is where most of the soil microbes are working at, and they have that glue, that biological glue that Aiden was talking about. That also helps with the pore space. So keeping this open and using your biologicals, your microbes, they'll start working down deeper. Your roots will start coming down. But every time you go through and you till it, you're removing some of the carbon from the soil surface.
Chỉ khó bà ta lấy bà ta biết rất là cho thì họ ăn này món đau ya cá này nè, chỉ khó và nhỏ nhưng mà tôi đốt này bỏ khó mua cho chả được chỉ này theo tao thì mua cho đỡ. Ta chỉ vì thì tổng ăn cho ăn nó nư cháy nữa, chỉ cho chả thấy một chút tao chỉ này thì nhỏ ít bơ số rồi chứ. Chỉ giờ thì ít khóอยู่ว่าtao cái rong chỉอยู่chỗ tao khó áo cái khó sống tôi chỉ cho chả nó một to đồ chỉ có hai giờ rong cho cái trong.
And we would want to have this down here deeper as we can get this, get more root work. So you have a more soil for water extraction, for irrigation, so there's not much water stress. Here,
cái chỗ có những khó ăn chân nó có một to chăn đấy, chỉ còn cho ăn nó nhận chân một to nó chỉ mình quan thì con cho đi nó muốn nhớ tồn tàu đó hậu, chỉ có cho con để mình cho trả là một tàu đi, chỉ có cho con để có chỉ cho đi tàu là nó mới cho chỉ cho nông nhớ hậu chỉ mình chở cô, đó nè, giờ có chỗ đi nó chỉ có cho đi lúc chạy sỏi thì có cho đi là ít nữa, tại chỉ có chỉ cho có năng chỉ có trả tôi chùa chỉ có cho con tính chủ ta, chỉ là thằng con lên đó bây giờ thì có cho con này mình chỉ dùng đây.
And you can see this is the furrow bottom, and 2 inches down, it gets pretty compacted again. So, now, this isn't, I'm not saying this is bad ground. I've done hundreds and hundreds of backhoe pits, and this is very normal. That you have a plow layer, you have a limited zone here.
估计係啲烤眼啊，要下皮，只有呢度咧。但是烤話你可能有一個 normal 咧，一個話頻道呢，就用你那邊的，可能還有不但你高手呢，高手要烤的呢，再開來大熱的你一包的，你就冇你去找印了加印最好，你去倒出來的，你包的你可以泡，但是 top 了可能就得倒了。
What's most important is to understand what you have to work with as a farmer, so you can manage it differently. And make the appropriate changes, because the farm has been here for a while and has been successful, even with hard pan. It's just understanding what you have to work with and dealing with it and learning how you can improve it.
可能有一個成績，你估計的要賠，但是咪一個成績的要為咗呢樣你看那個你 first 都樣咧，啲咯你認嘅咧，當個當案啊，個做到個話到。con cho tao con tao lòng là vì coi chủ bao để biết thì có tu rồi thì có cho đây cho chỉ rồi trả thì có gì manage tao vì thì mình mua mình khó số đó mình dùng,但是mà giờ thì có chịu lên đấy có chỉ bao giờ biết thì nó chỉ có cho đây nên tao chỉ cho tới này.
Another useful information you can use by doing a soil profile pit or even knowing your soil series is how much water your ground can actually hold.
Ít khó trực tiếp chấp lời giờ khó nào mà khó trực tiếp chấp lời này cho nên có lẽ là tê chủ tàu bao chủ tàu cởi cả bao đó giờ khó thì tổng án nó mà cho tổng án nó mà nó sẽ giáo đó chỉ nhờ này chủ bao thì này tổng án này mua họ chỉ là sẽ chơi này thì ở bảy chân của tổng án nó cái này bao thì ở giờ họ này chỉ nhau bé phải số bé mua thì loam silty clay là giờ sandy loam in sand nó nó đó giả thì giờ thì này sao bao giờ nào là này tôi thì bé khéo này bé tôi nó này cái cho kia cái bao thì này cho the series đã chỉ nhớ được hậu đấy thì còn đây giờ kia đó này cái bao thì giờ họ nó mà nó khởi tao đến đâu bỏ nó xí họ nó khởi tao đến bỏ đi nó xí họ nó mà nếu mà cái tránh mà bỏ đi nó họ nó thì rong đi nó là chỉ họ nó vậy họ tao đi bao là một mét này.
What you can learn is that for this being a loamy sand, it will hold when the plant has taken all the water out. It will hold about 1 inch of water in a foot.
Giờ thì cho ở loamy sand mà giờ ở số dễ đó, cho ở số dễ đó, cho ở số dễ đó mà giờ này cho đây cho nó ít phút từ nó chỉ được khởi đầu đây là ít inch đây đó, ít inch đây nó chỉ chờ thế nào vậy?
And sometimes on your first irrigations, you can apply. I've seen where they put 10 inches of water have gone through the profile.
Chỉ hơn nữa cái khó tôi giang chỉ nhỏ này cho bao giờ thì, giờ này bao thì tổng ở số dễ này nó ít phút từ nè, anh khởi đầu ít inch đây thế nào,但是mà giờ này cho đây nhá, tập bắt tập phải chuyện đó đây bây giờ giờ có tới inch đây đó. Chỉ mày khoa mà tiền này tổng anh cho khởi đầu ít inch đây thế mà gì là cho inch chỉ đồ bao hậu là thế, chỉ này cho con này chỉ到10里，chỉ này cho inu ít rồi thôi，什么一波degree到什么啊到inu的这，你睇下到cho的inu ít rồi，就看到要考我有就到啊的tổng anh khởi đầu đây里个。
So. And when the soil is more compacted, it doesn't hold as much water. So in this profile, you may only be able to hold and store 3 inches of water.
Các tổng an bây giờ thì ni tránh là chỉ ni khởi tao đây chơi to là chứ. Thì nhớ là khó ni ôn này pe inch khó và ni nữa. Thế chứ thì ni khởi tao nó là ni khởi tao ni nó li 1 inch đây.
So if you're irrigating more than that, it's going to just move past your root zone and into the groundwater.
Giờ thì cho và số sau đây rồi là chỉ có cho đây nó đâu rồi chỉ con cho nó nhớ tao đó khởi nó cho giờ mình chứ chọn tàu chỉ cho giờ nó sau đó bỏ chỉ đây chọn là chỉ chặt con nó một xí tao rồi mà giờ thì đây chọn là chỉ giờ một trò bây giờ đây rót tí chỉ một tấm mình.
Let's see, what else?
I think pretty much is covered.
Okay, the way the water moves through the soil, when it gets these hard pans, water does go through them, but it goes through much slower. And so the water can back up and then actually cause a waterlogged zone for your roots. And so your roots aren't really active there. And after time, it'll percolate down. But it's really not doing you any good.
Thế là tổng đó mà giờ muốn cho tránh như đó là chỉ giờ tự nhiên sau tàu một cái chỉ sợ đến đấy mà sau chỉ giờ thì có cho đây nó tàu nó chỉ đem một nhân đến đấy chỉ giống như dạng có mỗiอยู่trâu hạt đây đó có trâu mấy xứ mà có ba tàu có tua đó chỉ có trâu đấy chắc họอยู่cho ba đấy chỉ có tua chỉ có như dạng gọi là giờ trả nhớ trâu họ có nhiều cho đây chỉ đây nó tàu chỉ đi ở đó có tụi cha con là chỉ lư chỉ tua chỉ cho con sổ giờ chủ chỉ tua đó chỉ chỉ dùng lại nè. Chỉ Bridget, can you touch a little bit about the texture? So.
Yes, on the back of your sheet, there is a diagram that helps you kind of figure out what your texture is. And Sam has said he's going to translate it, right?
Yes.
So, but
go ahead do that. And
you just basically you take some. You have to.
If hard and chỉ cho bên này một cái tới đây degree là ổn đấy,เขาก็cần Bruce one đóนี่นะอย่างเขานี่ถ้าได้ต่ออะไรจะนี่มันได้จะเราว่ากันน้องตัวนี้ต่อนี่จะเด้อ
Yeah, we base it on when it's moist soil. If it's staying a ball, it's more of it's not a sand. But if you can make a ribbon, then it's more of a loamy sand or sandy loam. And depending on how much of a ribbon you can make, depends on how much sand, silt, and clay is in it.
The way nó chỉ thổi ni mua đến đủ thổi này sắp đủ còn nó uống cọ kia còn ni khó anh chừng ni qua tàu anh có búa tàu đấy giờ có mấy nhẹ ni qua tàu ít bó nó chỉ mày qua mà tiền nó mua chân xe bầu đến tàu đua lại giờ có mấy búa anh chỉ qua ít bó anh đi từ chân bị xóa rồi có chạy tế nó chỉ nhiều số dễ tồn tàu đấy giờ thì có mấy người xóa thì nói anh qua tàu ít cha đến đấy nó chỉ cho tới giờ cho mua bầu tồn tàu lại chỉ có cái cho đây có chủ sai cho họ đấy có qua họ đấy thì
web soil survey or soil surveys, they have real good information, and they are pretty accurate, but they will not tell you exactly what's on your property. And
nhớ
so,
cho họ về USDA or the web soil survey đấy, nếu nhớ tổ chức là cho nên mà as an internet xin nên qua tàu á, anh từ sáng bao là tôi chỉ cũng theo nó nên rồi sẽ được rồi nên qua tàu, nên sáng sáng kia nên lúc chế nên tàu chế thông nhỏ áo nên chơi nên lúc cái nó 他就应该是了你我来人家到了人开没门啊的你同下的莫来住家啊来住人家到看到人家考了用的但是嘛你要怎么学 specific 啊呀的你木到好你学ทั่วไปสิจะรวยยังเคลียร์แต่ต้องหานะยอดทั้งจานนะนี่ยงบริจาคเนี่ยมั่วต้อมบริจาคมั่วช่วยต้อมบริจาคลายช่วยต้อมบริจาคที่เรารวยยังเคลียร์ตัวนี้ที่ชื่อเดในหันเคยตัวเดบริจาคนี่ยอดตัวเขาเลยเคลียร์ที่ชื่อ
Now, not everybody has a backhoe to dig these things. So how deep have you guys, have you growers, have you dug in your ground? How deep?
Especially ในจานหนึ่งวันเราเต้นนะนอเต้นี่ผมไม่รอแต่นี่จะนี่เคยมูชัวแต่ใช่หัวมัวแล้วจีนี่เคยต้อมบริจาคนี่ผมเคยบริจาคแท้ตัวนี้
Yeah, you know, I'll dig. I've seen farmers who dig down 2 feet with these, but it's 2 feet is even hard with a shovel.
อย่าแต่นี่อย่าแต่นี่เคยใช้นะอย่านี่ส่วนตาส่วนสมัยโยกเครื่องเกาหลีนะอย่าออฟฟิศสมัยโยกเลย
But if you don't have a backhoe and you want to go deeper, you can use an auger.
ก็ชี้ตัว auger นะ
And I think this is where I augered down before. Here, you can go down 5. I've gone down 10 feet with augers.
เพราะน้อยตัวที่สองก็ต้องมาโยกขึ้นกันเนี่ยตัวเตะเดินบริจาคนี่สามารถเข้าต่อจอลิกฟิตต่อเลยอย่าชี้ฟิตต่อกูสมัยกูอย่างเขาเราเขาเหลือน้ำมากูมูเคยจะอาณาพวดเลยกูจัวเนี่ยตัวชาตินอที่ชาติปนแหละน้ำมันอีนู้นกูเคยจอลิหนึ่งก็ฟิตต่อเลยก็จะป้อเดียก็จะอาณาสุน้ำมุตเขาตรงนี้จะก็เคยเราตัวฟ้ามาเป็นการหนึ่งมั่งมาเป็นสิ่งเนี่ยแต่สิ่งเราจะอเมริกาเราเรียกว่าเต้เราจะเนี่ยล้านใช่ไหมมาเป็นหมู่วันเนี่ยมาลอยลงเชื่อสุดเลยเราเป้าแต่เราจะ做到เราจะเนี่ย到บริจาคเราเป้าเราต้องจะ做เชื่อต้องบริจาคนะจะถึงเราเป้าตูเราจะได้เป้าตูเราจะชี้จะห่อเราจะก้องจะเราเต้าเนี่ยนะจะขนาดใหญ่ขอว่าอย่างขอว่าก็แค่หมดต้นเลยจะก็เป้าแต่เจ๋งเจ๋งขอได้ชี้จะก็จอดได้จอดชี้ก็ห่อโตกันเลย
But a simple soil probe like this, which is, well, this is about $400, and this is about $150.
ตุนเดิมมาปลอบดอลลาร์หาตุนน้อยลีเนี่ยนะอีกกว่าชิชดอน
Where we can buy them?
You can order these online. JMC. This is Arts Manufacturing.
อันนั้นมันจะจุดก็จะออเดอร์ออนไลน์ใช่ไหม
We can make one.
You can make one, but it's cheaper to buy one. Trust me.
Yeah, I believe that too.
But for row crops, this will teach you a lot, especially if you're during the irrigation season, whenever this is not really this hard dry. It's going to be hard to go through this. But you can with the auger.
อย่างนี้มัวตัวน้อยจะนี่จืดมัวนะแต่ตัวนี้มันจืดมัวนี่จืดที่เต้านั่นจะนี่เคลียร์เดี๋ยวตั้งใจเลยเหรอจะตัวน้อยมันไม่จะนี่จืดนะแต่ว่านี่จอดได้ตายดีก่อสมองตาได้จอดได้ตายนะอย่างนี้มัวตัวน้อยจืดอย่างนี้จืดเกินนี่รู้จอดจืดมัวจะนี่เคลียร์เดี๋ยวพอใจสิใจสิ
But you can test how deep your irrigation water is going. You can see where your roots are at.
ก็จะได้ในเนื้อหมูต้อมบริจาคAnd
you can use this to take soil samples to see how much nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium are in your root zone.
ตัวน้อที่อย่างก็เลยตัวน้อมันก็ชี้เราเนี่ยนะเคยจะมันกวดตัวเลยก็เลยจะมันตัดแลบเลยกวดอย่างเลยเคลียก็เดี๋ยวก็ต้องน้ำมั่วจะชี้เราบริจาคเลยเดี๋ยวช่วงบริจาคก็จะจอนสีนะเจ๊ก็จะทนตัวน้อมาถกก็จืดตัวนะเจ๊เนื้อข้อเขาน่ะจะเนี่ยอยากจะอาว่าแต่น้องๆจะนี้เนาะจะก็จะมอขนาดจะหลังชวนเขาลุตายสิจะก็มันตีเขาลุหน้าจะก็ซ้ำตัวตัดแรกสิจะเลยกลัวตัวก็จะเลยโป้แต่ก็จะชี้นะก็จะอานะเมื่อชี้บริจาคตัว pH เที่ยเนี่ย maybe touch a little bit pH for
well there's certain things you would
5 minutes
5 minutes okay when you want to test your soils there's some minimum things you want to look for. Primarily, one is you have salts, because your salt tolerance of your plant will tell you what you can grow here. The pH.
เขาก็ว่าก็กดก็จะป้อนมายาวีก็ป้อนเดี๋ยวก็สาป้อนเดี๋ยวเงาก็ต้องหาในม้วนเฉยเดิมบริจาคแต่ที่อยากของน้ำมันเทตอนเฉยที่อยากมันเทตอนเฉยเดี๋ยวก็จะจุดชัวร์นั่นเลย itu soil pH ya itu kau ya kia đó này jadi mà thì vậy.
Did you explain soil pH already?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, the soil pH,
it's
just tells you what form the nutrients are going to be and if they're available to your field, your crop or not.
To pH to soil pH mà itu chỉnh hay đâu này có thế nè, này chụp bao thì sẽ từ lấy nhau cả từ, có và từ đó này kia cho thì dân nhau cho cả từ mà này cho chia này cho mồ nè, này thì giá một cho con sĩ tàu.
And there are some plants that like a lower pH, more acid, and there's plants that like more higher pH, which would be more alkaline. And I'm not sure which of the crops they're growing here, what they
most would be between 6.5 to 7.5.
Okay, so pretty much neutral.
Cái quan này nó mà từ pH đó mà giờ xa chỉ nhiều phần ra nè, giờ xia xa rồi chỉ giờ nữ ở trong này biết chờ nè, nữ ở này nó nữ chua rồi nó, giờ thì cây nó chỉ nữ đau nè, chỉ ở này nó có thọ có một từ pH đó nó chỉ tê lá giả trí nó mà nữ từ pH nó cây nó chỉ nữ thế gia tàu, tê lá giả nó chỉ nữ giờ chủ xia nữ thế gia tàu. Cái sao thìอย่างnitrogen thì và cho nó là mà mình nhớ để trâu chữ chi một trâu xa chữ chi thì mình ra lại.
And then for nutrients, well, even with salt, to know where the salt is accumulating, whether it's in the first foot, second foot, third, or so you can take soils samples at each one of those depths to see if you have salts.
Cái khó chữ chính chấp lại giờ khó thì còn nếu cho con chỉ cho rằng là nè chủ nè phong như là bao chỉ cho đòn thế này. nên chùa trồng bông ám một lý ý chỉ để một bế chỉ to hậu để ta chỉ mới chụp bế khó bế tổng đó chỉ cho một qua để lúc này cái bao thì họ cũng cho bạn hạ ám một chế giờ nhớ tổng ý là tổng ó là giờ tổng bế để thuộc cái bao thì giờ nhớ tổng bế thì giờ cho bế cho con bây giờ có chỉ cho nhau sẽ chờ ý sau kì ta chỉ nhớ tổng ý thì có tới mình liền đó thì con này dễ khó và tôi khó cái bao.
And for your fertilizers, most right now, because of the water board and regulations, nitrogen is what everyone's looking at. But you can also look for phosphorus, potassium, and sulfur. There are some places that have problems with boron, toxicities, and there's even some deficiencies of boron and zinc that you might want to look at.
thì con này vậy kho thằng này bao nó này tí thấy tôi thấy mình đó này show này tụ thằng này report này show này tụ lê được rồi nè vậy lỡ tao lỡ thì ông này nhớ được họ giờ vậy lỡ chỉ chỗ này á bây giờ thằng này chỉ bao này là tao là show này tụ lê đó họ sẽ vậy lỡ thì giờ nó cho chín tàu luôn là vậy lỡ tôi lỡ có cá này nè lỡ chỗ con này nè bây giờ tụ cái bao này thì nó trong chỉ có show cái tụ lê nhớ được con đỡ sẽ lấy thì tụi nó vậy tụ bao rồi lấy cho con chơi nhiều thì vừa tụ bao lại này thì bây giờ nó bây giờ thì cái nhau bên nào mà bên một nitrogen issue cho nitrogen ở đây lúc thế họ chơi nào mà mua cho boron nào mà cũng bao nó mong nhiều đi trả đấy chỉ là nó ý cho không chỉ mềm đó chỉ mà cái gì nhỉ cho thì vô đó thì cho mua tới mình.
But bottom line, knowing what your soil profile is important, so you can pick the right crop that. And then you can know what you need to do if you want to change the crop to something different. If you have a hard pan in here and you want to grow juju beans or almonds or something, then you know that you would need to come in and rip. If you are okay with shallow roots like this is fine. You don't have to spend the money to rip.
So yeah, ta mo show là mo kia khó chỉnh chính thì khó thì cái chụp bao cái tổng hàng có bao cái tổng hàng là chỉ cái bao thì giờ không có giờ chọn đây giờวันนี้พอห่อโจยาจีห่อก็ยังคอได้จ่ายเที่ยวห่อยังคนเดียวยังคอว่าก็ที่เหลือตู้ตัวก็จะฟ้องชงก็จอก็จะฟ้องเลยที่ฟ้องยี่ฟ้องเสียนั่นแหละแล้วเราไม่กันไปหายุ่งยี่อ่ะได้ใช่ไหมยังจะยังเป็นเป็นต่อได้ใช่ไหมเดี๋ยวเนี่ยจะได้ต่ออย่างคนอีกอย่าง explain ตัวนี้นี่คนนั้นยังเขาจริงนี่จุดป้อนนี่ตรงหาก็ป้อนก็ตรงหาเลยเจก็จะฟ้องอยากฟ้องได้จีแล้วก็ป้อนเลยก็ป้อนเดี๋ยวอาช่วยตรงไอ้กูจะว่าเนี่ยนะจีมาจีนตรงเลยเจก็ยังจุดชั่วต่อสิอ่ะแต่ที่จะก็จะขอมาขอดูลงก็ so those things that they areเนี่ยจุดป้อน
That's about it, I think.
Thank you. นี่ผมมาโคชนะจีนี่ผมมาลุ้นเนาะ
ไอ้จอดชี้เนี่ยเดี๋ยวจะหอบแผลลงแล้วเนี่ยพอย bây giờ mua tới giá trị phải cho nó tránh cha đi khó nữa nature wall là
Is all fertilizer can create a hot can?
Fertilizers can have a small impact, but very, very minor. You can have a bigger impact on your compaction by coming on and working your ground too wet and compacting it. And that's something that is common on a lot of vegetable crops. Most of my vegetable growth or farming has been on the west side where they have clay soils with lettuce and broccoli and onions, and that can get really, really packed in just 1 year, one harvest. And they have to come back and rip that up here.
Thì và ni có qua chỉ tao đó,但是你是省的，你只管你没事，干嘛都没。但是考完了你弄那边包，然后对了，个的对了，你这个的那么教完了教到的呢，都记得找你养好你摸了，懂对懂那给你治疗，加给你弄得了。但是考手拿呢，考手拿人拿了做好拿呢，那么要。到时候就要老的他这也赖了，这个赖个一找他对人家这，你必须就这手工我个得开赖那这，你这看到这手也我个用些的人才的是个不可能了，可能做可能到要
投入去都就有赖，
今天这到了到你说牙山那帮的背路着，personal 背路考你要 personal 那么要叫安保是吧？这安保这要个。có gì lại thế chứ hai giờ tránh sai đi, phải tránh tôi gì, ý xong sẽ giờ cái mà tấm mày luôn. Alright, thank you.
36-inch bed, but you wanted 2 lines dripping. So that's what I will do. I figure out what we're going to do here.
Giờ thì có cho có sâu á, cho biết hay nó mà có cho nó có chỉ sâu đó. Mình lừa đó thì không xong rồi.
Where is it? Oh, is this stuff?
Yeah, they put the tractor up in the front. And it puts out the hole in the bolt. Side this way. We just adjust the frame to your row width and how you want to set it up. This also puts the drip line down through that tube right there. So you put your drip line down and you put your mulch down. That pulls down and that pushes the dirt back over the top of the plastic, so it covers it all up at one time. You know what? I'd have to figure out. You tell me your row spacings, what you're wanting to do, how you want it, and these are all custom for what you want. That's my card. This one here, I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't that terribly expensive. With this stuff, the thing was I went out and visited the guy, we figured out what he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it, and then we built it.
Yeah, you have to make your rotation the same. It's like I say, it's preference. And then on the back we had different examples of to throw more dirt if you just want to weed with sweep, just to cut the weeds. Yeah, just the wing, just to cut the weeds. And then over here we have the spade. To if you don't have drip, you have flood. The spade makes a nice channel to run your water down after you cultivate. This one? Yes, that one right there. You don't throw a lot of. No, it does not throw a lot of. It just makes it nice because if you're flooded, irrigate right. I just made it nice and smooth.
This one it will throw
the dirt back onto the bed to reshape. There's many different options here. You could even add, say, a shank right here, and you could add knives to cultivate the top of the bed next to the plant.
I have a question. I have a small tractors that can go only one bed. Yeah.
It's built by Wasco, hard facing here in Fresno. Okay, the local company. and Mark is the representative from Wasco, and he can tell you more about what this is going to do. And then what I'm going to do is I'll drive the tractor forward so you can see what each of these are going to do, the different furrows it has here.
Before you do that, Brian, let me
yes.
Say something more. Lúc nào vậy lúc khó cô xã cho lúc nào to mà cũng bỏ về cho chữ sinh ở cho nhỉ bỏ để phải lâu lấy vô như nhau thì sao nhỉ nó vậy chơi cô theo rồi cho mình nhỏ rồi lấy to thì thôi lấy to chỉ cô nó chơi chia tôi nhỉ bỏ lâu đó phải cô phải chơi cho nhỉ tốt lúa rồi đi thòng một tê cho nhỉ bỏ lâu thế nó vậy chơi cô đây theo cô mình chơi lúc gì cái nó giờ khó vào cô sẽ cần đi cho nhỉ nó vào tê bây giờ xí tê giờ rồi nó cái theo con lòng thiên nhiên là phá nhiênแต่ชีนี่ replace ก็จะนั่งว่าชอบเล่นดอมบริจาคก็อีเล่นหยอกสุดท้ายแต่ซึ่งก็ไล่รุ่นรุ่นทนจ้านะจะก็
eliminate hand weeding, hand labor, it's mechanization. So there's many different functions of this. This apparatus right here, the spider cultivator, you could twist it, you could rotate it, and the good function about this is you could either take dirt away from the plant or you could put dirt towards the plant after you've weeded. So if you want to
lúc nào mà giờ lúc hơi rong này giờ lúc nào mà cái giờ món này tì đi chả là tao tì còn những con trai là tao tì này trò tao từ là tao cái giờ tì còn những thầu của này ám bông đã một số cứ phong để là giờ cái ô còn những thao ai đã cắt tờ là tao thật.
On the back we have several different options to choose from. You have this little spade shovel. If you're going to furrow irrigate, this will make a nice channel as Brian will go forward and see, and you could run your water down the channel. Or if you would like to weed, we have a sweep on here that would eliminate the weed down at the bottom of the furrow. Or if you like to, on the furrow here, what this does, it'll take dirt after you've cultivated the side of the bed and removed your weeds. This furrow will take the dirt and make your reshape your bed.
Mình khó nào mà nên thua được khó vào tuần trước nó là một số tròn tròn xưa chỉ cho khó nhau họ tụ cứ nhân chơi họ mà chỉ mua chỉ tụ nó là giờ ít là tuần đó giờ tụ tỏ giờ tụ.
So it's a multifunctional tool that you could adjust many options. And there's, I'll mention one more option too, Sam. Along with there, on the toolbar here, you could hang another shank. And let's say you have your plant here, right?
Yeah.
Your plant
that's
here.
Right, that's right.
You could hang knives and you could hang discs to remove the weeds on top of the bed. So you could do all this function at one time. So the premise of this cultivator right here is to go fast. The faster you go, the more efficient you are, the more weeds you're gonna eliminate. And then when you're finished, you could turn these upside down and you can hang shanks off of here to where you have your knives and your discs. You eliminate the weeds. Precision cultivation.
Cho nên mà America nhớ rồi biết một là America là qua mà lâu ấy rồi mà biết cho tụi chưa để phải tới lớn lọt lấy cho tụi nó giờ tụi thua kết số lúc nhận cho đến đây anh trái trong khó bắt tam bài số 2 thì này chủ standardize này để cho té nè biết cho thông plus cái tụi này set này để nó ra cho nó hậu chứ tụi này cho là này số cho thế gì cho những cha thế này vậy thì tụi này set cho chú nó là thua những cha thế chỉ chỉ sẽ không á họ giờ này số tiền cho sẽ chỉ cho nó giờ này cho lúc nào một tiền này chỉ đầu của tôi giờ không là những cái gì không cái gì cái nhớ trong chuyện này thì có một chuyện gì thì muốn đã một thời gian có là
cái chỗ bố trí là đó cái gì giờ cứ nó tiền chất thật cũ nó giờ có sự cái gì trong một yếu tính là nó không có cho là ok mà chỉ ra cái gì cũng sang còn nó cũng cái hồ sơ mà phải là cái gì đó
tell us, what do you want? What kind of sweep you want in the back? I get people telling me they don't want the sweep on the back, they just want to cultivate. So, we can custom make this for you. Again, these are custom made for you. The base unit is here, the planter. And we've added this for this grower. He wanted to put water tank on here, so he's putting a little water every time it goes around. And it's very simple.
Lúc nào mà có trâu đây thì đó đó bây giờ chỉ cho sải đây ní lòng cái đó khó ở đây nó chỉ có chúng mua thôi nên rồi mà chỉ có yên đó chỉ có cho đây ở dùng nhau nó chỉ có cho nó chỉ nên mua nên chỉ nên cho nên lại đi chỉ thôi nên cái lúc khó gì đây chạy yếu gì đấy chúng ta bỏ đi cho cái lúc chạy yếu đó chạy yếu đó đó là
Come on, Sam, let's get on and plant some.
Any kind of plant?
Yeah, you just tell me what you want to plant. The fingers are what we change.
The fingers. Ino có cho ta chỉ cho cái trong sắc họ có bay lên để cho ino bắt ta chỉ cái vậy. Okay. So đây là nói đây là cho tiêu ha. Bay lên cái mình để tiêu ha. Cái sao chỉ ta đấy. Cái sao chỉ ta đấy. Cái cái đó như lấy hay là cái chỉ ta. Cho tiêu đấy chỉ ta thành ta.
As you can see here, this is going to go a lean pull with the tractor. Okay, right down here there's a shoe at the bottom, and that's opening the ground up. Okay, and the person sitting here, and they just drop it into here. It rolls around down to the bottom, and then these wheels here, if you see how they're designed, it pushes the dirt back to the plant, it firms it back up. Come on, Sam, sit down. Let's plant some. Come sit down. We'll plant something.
Okay.
So we're going along here. We're planting. This is going around. Okay.
So you just grab it in there, grab and drop in there,
and then the shoe is opening up at the bottom, and then the wheels in the back are pushing the dirt back to the plant.
Okay. That's like open like this, but does it close?
Yes, the wheels close it back up. And then this pump right here, as it's going through, it's moving. So this pump's working here, and it shoots a little water on the plant. As the plant drops down, it gives a little shot of water, firms it up. Okay.
Cho nên mà cho đấy nè, nên lại cái ta nên ôn chơi trong khó khó vậy nên nên chỉ đi cho thế chứ nên cứ cho đây đó vậy nên cho thì nên cho ta đi mà cho đây thế chứ nên thế này.
Cho ta mà ý nó cũng mà cho đây chỉ cứ cho ta. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's what we talk about here with plants.
Yeah.
We grow ourselves after put water after, so they are ready. So
right, but he puts it in right then. You have a little shot of water, even if you don't get it for a half a day or a day. Your plant got a little water.
Yes.
It eliminates the shock.
Right. And me and Sam are for rent.
Yeah. Okay.
You want 8 inch, you want 11 inches apart. Yeah. We can change your spacing.
John say nè.
Yes.
John say nè, chỉ nếu mà lúc lo lúc mày chỉ có sát cho chỉ có lồng cho mày đâu, có sát cho còn đây, là chỉ có lồng cho lo đâu chứ.
Okay. All the
yeah. So it speeds it up or slows it down, so we know where the plants are going to go.
Yeah. Cái cho đi ở đây chỉ inch ít cho là giờ cậu ít cho là chỉ có lồng nó xây.
You're going to sit here.
Chỉ nên cho nó sao thì như sự vậy hả nè.
House like this, they'll plant on 36, leave the center row out. They'll have either a long bean or a green bean or something in here. Well, this is a tractor just like what Mr. Lee has. And this tractor will fit in here, as you see. This will go in on a 36 inch every other row, so you have 72 inch, and you're able to spray your product in here.
Cái lúc nào giờ hỏi ở xa thì rồi lúc nào mà giờ lúc ở quốc gia thì cả đây lúc nào đó sự cũng cho tôi cả nên mua lúc chỉ thì giờ để trả đó lúc nào giờ lúc đó tên là ngài đó họ có đó bây giờ họ giờ này họ bây giờ gì là giờ bây giờ to sẽ chơi trò đời ít hơn chứ giờ này cho họ tàu cho lúc nào đấy chỉ lúc nào mà họ thì tụi nó mà này tôi chua họ lấy rồi nó to này tôi với cổ này là to nè chỉ này tôi thì nó mà này cái món giò chỉ cho chua này thế này mình cả tàu đó họ có cho plong cho can plong thế tàu nè chỉ này cái thếตัวน่ะเขาอยากจะเล่นได้นะเจนี่ชั่วโมงจ่ายก็จุดต่อชีวิตเลย
The sprayers that we brought today, or Brian brought today, is we have two kinds. These are mostly used for herbicide, but you can use them for foliar feeds and for fungicides. This one is our GC 400, which is a 400-liter tank, or basically 100 gallons. It's a PTO-driven pump. You can see the pump back here. This one puts out 11 gallons a minute, which is plenty of volume for almost all your uses.
Cái lúc đó giờ ilu ở thì nó ta trả lại ít buồn cái là giờ plop của lý được lý như hồi nào cái này xí lúc giờ và thay cho chua nó cái này giờ được PTO,但是lúc nào mà giờ lấy xí tua chua đấy chua tuần trọ đấy, 但是mà cái tua nhớ đi tua mau là tàu tua chua lì giả là ít tàu tí dạng cầu.
Brian wanted to bring a boom today that's multi-use. This is what we call our horizontal boom, but in narrow plantings, you can go vertical booms.
Lúc nào giờ lấy vào ta quay đấy, cái tua lateral nó mà tiết đi nó này vậy là tao, cái tua伸出là tao, cái adjustment angle đi cho là tao tạm thôi.
We can get these booms in 10 foot, 14 foot, 20 foot, 28 foot.
Cái đi
and we also handguns also.
Lúc nàoเขาcũng muốn đang cái thải của đểเขาnói cái họ để cháu anh chỉ mua option nàyนะพี่chứนี่ตีก็คัดไลท์แฟกเตอร์นะchứนี่muaตลอดนะเด้chứก็รู้นะตัวนะchứก็รู้หมดก็ตัว
And you can also put a hose rack here to turn the hose, or you can have a hose reel. Many options.
เราอยากจะก็จ่อว่าดีนะว่าตัวลูกเนี่ยว่าเจ้าตัวนั้นนะพี่
นี่ก็เก่าเนี่ย
ลูกเก่าล้วนเลยนะ
Just 2 bars where you can wrap the hose around.
ก็ยังว่าเล่นได้ละเต้าเดี๋ยวนี้เล่นได้แต่สิเลยมันต้องไม่อันนี้ได้มาเลยมันต้องไม่อันนี้มันลูกได้ก็โยนลูกได้สุด
And you can get these in 50 gallon, 100 gallon, or 150.
ชี้เจ้าแล้วมันตัวอีปอชี้เจ้ากันแล้วนั่นเต้าตายลูกน่ะมันจะ PTO drive นะ driven นะก็จะชี้ลูกชอบไปใช้
This sprayer, the handgun and sprayer is 2,300, and the boom is 400.
So ลูกน่ะจะจี้ขนาดมุดเราทันทรอยว่าเนี่ยนะอัพพาไปขนาดจะปลอบหัว
And then over here, we have a little 12-volt sprayer, 40 gallons. These are very popular for the utility vehicles, like that Kawasaki Mule there. It'll fit in the back. You hook it up to the battery, and you have a little 3.8 gallon a minute pump. And so you can spray herbicide and boom by turning this on or off. Then you have a handgun here where you squeeze the trigger, and this is how you adjust the pressure.
ลูกน้องมานี่ตัวระวังเลยเป็นกันหลังเครื่องเดี๋ยวลูกพันนะนี่เท่ากับหมดเลยแต่ถ้าเขาลงลูกน้องนะลูกน้องมันเนี่ยน้องแบตเตอรี่ใช่ไหมที่ก็ยันตัวเดี๋ยวก็รู้ATV pickup truck whatever
so yeah the wholesale
yeah the price $700 for everything
เดี๋ยวหมดตัวนะที่ชี้แท้แต่ลูกน้องนี่ sample ลูกน้องเราก็ยังไม่ว่าลูกก่อนนี่ตัวไว้ก่อนแล้วเต้าที่อย่างเราก็เสียก็ไม่รู้
I would have my boom I never use but
Okay, let's go to the next one. Thank you.
This machine here will shred it down. This will shred up to 3-inch piece of material if you want to. Okay.
Yeah, lúc nào giờเขาbây giờ tôi cho mình cái phụ phụแล้วmột chi tổ chức cái chỉ có một nhà này vậy. Giờ lúc nào giờ lúc đó là mà chỉ như cái gì chi cho nó tròn nó thì mìnhต้องmuốn rõ thì muốn rõ thì rồi nó thìแต่เราจะมาเล่นกับทรีนั่นมันนี่ซอกกู้นะนี่ลูกใช่ๆที่มันที่ลูกน่ะลูกหล่อใช่ไหมลูกหล่อลูกน่ะมันลูกหล่อ We're really behind, so right up the. I can short. Yeah. Up
So, this is our hedgerow. And this one's here in part to catch dust from the road here, but also for the bees. So, if you think about it, there are a lot of insects in the world. There are about 7 billion people, but pound for pound, there's about 300 pounds of insects for every 1 pound of people out there. So you can spend your time trying to kill them, or you can try to work with them.
Rồi nhau để thế là nó mua xàm billion tụi nành, đó chỉ cho cá nó nằm mà giờ thì ít tụi nành rồi mà đi mua giờ xa
300 pounds.
300 pounds giờ bé 4 pound tàu ít tụi nành à cho cá là nhau đồ luôn tiền tí rồi nè. Rồi khi tàu thì giờ cá tàu bỏ đi trả rồi.
So there are a lot of different kinds, and only about 1% are pests. And some of the beneficial insects we talk about the most are pollinators, like bees. So that's what we might be seeing on the flowers today.
Thì nếu mua thì nó cá mà nếu mua nó tàu giả cưng gọi đi, nhớ lên phải thả cho nó phải thì pollinator rồi mà giờ cho cá và cho mú ở da thì là chạy lúc ba đó chứ, thằng nên chạy nó thì da một đôi lúa chứ, nhớ rồi lúc ba nó mà cho xã hội mà thì giờ lúc ba chỉ mà giờ có nhớ số nó bây cái thằng này lo cho nó chạy tới nó một tổ cho mình nhầm mong mê phải không mong đấy chứ, này ra một lo lúc tỏi chứ này tới một xịt đánh lúc ba rồi đó, chứ lúc ba này chắc còn tàu lúc nóng đó, chứ già còn chỉ lo nó mà này chủ mua tụi mua lần cháu này theo vào tàu lúc nóng này, chỉ mua muốn cháu chứ lúc ba này phần chân tới lúc ba đó chỉ phần chân tàu lúc nóng.
So we all know the honeybee. That's the one that we use the most in agriculture. But there are about 1,500 different species of bee in California that aren't honeybees. So that's actually half the bees you can find in the nation. California is a really great place for them. And the more you look, the more you'll find if you know what to look for.
Thì nhớ đó về lúc tới chợ America nó ở California giờ lúa ở trong chấp lại và về mua cho mua nó đào chấp lại.
So the more different kinds of bees you have, the better it is for the flowering crops you have.
Chỉ giờ thì có mua liệt tế là sẽเป็นก็tế không thể pa nữa. Nếu mua cho cá nó cho mua nó đào giảm bỏ lưỡi trà chỉ có cho con này nhìn rong bỏ đi tới nhìn không nóng rong bỏ đi tới.
So some of them are huge. You might have seen them today. They're this big, and they're good for getting those big flowers or the ones that have to get shaken to get the pollen out. Some of them are so small you can barely see it with your eye.
Ít cho đó mà cho mua nó mà ít cho bạn lo để bạn thổi nó chờ chứ nếu cho lúc ba nó sẽ cho mong nè để mong chỉ thì chỉ cho ok chứ này lúc ba là lúc chỉ ở bây giờ ít cho nó mà mình dù lúc không muốn chỉ bỏ cho để mà nếu mà
So some of them will only be active in spring versus later in the year. Some you'll only see in the early morning visiting your squash, and some will only be active later during the day. So all that diversity put together is going to be better for pollination services on the farm.
đồ non đồ sọ đồ cú đồ trâu thìอย่างนั้นchứอย่างนี้tới chứ tàu có cho ba rồi tới trở lên tới chứ nàyที่mua cho mua là mua hậu trở lên khăn tới chứ khăn tới nàyที่เรียกว่าtrâuก็เป็นแต่ของที่ลงหนึ่งรองนะchứถอนนี่muaนี่cho tàu cho đi rồi lúc chạy hoặc tàu đi tới ba rồiนี่muaนี่họ mua rồi là mua rau đồ này àถอนlúc chạyนี่chọn playเอาเสียนั่นlàนี่เราmua cho muaนี่hậu thôi chứนี่mua choนี่ที่muaต้นtàu họ muaนี่ที่รองrồiเป็นcho nênเขาเรียกว่าเต้
So a hedgerow will do that for bees. It'll have habitat for them, and we'll also have stuff like this bunch grass. This is here for pest management, like ladybugs. With Ruth is going to talk about that later. Not sure where she went.
Yes. Kểว่าไอ้คนยงเนี่ยเอาcho nó giờ cho và rồi cho mũ này là cho là một nhỏ con nói chứนี่มีแต่นี่ลอนโจเขาnói giờนี่mà con thể pa tại chứนี่mũ choแต่นี่จะcon được rongนี่con rong cho nó mà giờ cho và này nó và cho nhỏ miền cho trong nhỏ nó giờ cho và này cho nó không nói chuyện này mua cho này cá và bên mông hồ chả lấy đi bơm là mông giờ hồ chả đó thì nhỏ cá và đa lia cá vật chi giờ đó mà theo phe tao mất nhiều cá vật chi bắt đầu vừa tao mất hồ cá vật chi này có hay là mấy chuyện này lo nhỏ giờ cá vật chi là giờ cho cá và cá trâu chưa cá trâu mà
cá trâu cá trâu trên xe
cho tới nó chỉ cho nhưng mà cho mò lia mò đu nó to lo để cho tàu chỉ cho tới trong nó muốn no thì mình rong đó
nhớ rằng lần đó có những sự chán này cho nên tôi muốn cởi nó rồi từ nay cho oleo tê thế này anh sai tả nó chỉ từ nay ham muốn lúa chuyện này sản phẩm chọn gì này chỉ hỗ trợ xem nàyต่อ USDA này xem cũng giờ tụ tiền cũng học hết cho tới giờ nó thế chứนี่หาสาวเตะโอลิไฮแต่อยากจะเจอจะเอาว่าโอเจตัวชาโอลิโอเต้เนี่ยจะย้อนจงว่าเจ้าขาตัวชาว่าถ้าเจอเกี่ยวน่าเขาจีตันเต้นะแต่เราแซมกูจริงตัวฐานจริงเราเป็นพวกยูเอสทีวีนะเทียแต่ชิโน่นะจานนี้น้องนะจงเรากูนะต้องมุขอยู่เป้เกี่ยวน่าเขายันชาแต่เชื่อไม่กันนะเยลินันเดี๋ยวนะกูยังจะจ้างพวกยูเอสทีวีชินจีเนี่ยนะสินะบ๊ายบาย